Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up, dirty? No, not dirty. DJ Kitty Bubbles, not dirty. Not Dirty Kitty Bubbles. I'm thinking of the deck name Dirty Kitty. Arclight Nightingale, Dylan Hunter, Twitcher Ram, M both, Plastic Automata, BJ Sales. My fish is bad. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Hey, thanks for swinging in. I appreciate it. Hopefully work goes well. How is everyone doing today? Oh my goodness, I am hyped. We're playing more New Standard and Standard is awesome. I can't believe it, but Standard is actually awesome right now. There was a tournament over the weekend. I don't know if you saw it. They had a Hooglandia Open, the first tournament, 8 different decks in the top 8. Standard is in the sweetest place it's been in a long time. Hey, what's up, Sushi? Good to see you for the 10th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So today, we're playing more New Standard. We're starting by something I wanted to do in our preview stream, and we didn't get to it, which is Scute Bugs, Ren and 7 in Right of Harmony. I don't know if this plan's good or bad. I don't know if we're going to just mill ourselves out, but we're going to try to make Scute Bugs and try to draw cards off those Scute Bugs. And then I don't know what we're doing with the cards we draw. I guess making more Scute Bugs until we mill out, but maybe breaking Arena along the way. Spear Station, Brando Plays. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, Standard has me super hyped as well. Also, as a backup, we got some vampires and we still got all kinds of decks that we didn't get to on the pre-release stream. So we have tons of stuff to do today, but we're starting with the Scute Bugs, playing New Standard, which is surprisingly awesome. So, yeah, I'm actually moving, hopefully this week too. Hopefully this weekend, we'll see, but that's fingers crossed. I'm still waiting to get the final date, but yeah, it's almost moving time. So hopefully everyone had a spectacular weekend, and I guess we do our reminders and start playing Magic and play as much Standard as possible. Not as bad as Eldraine, but God, Ranger Class Y. Is Ranger Class really a problem? I don't know. Ranger Class hasn't started to annoy me yet. The only thing in Standard... Hey, what's up, Elv? How are you? The only thing in Standard that annoys me is essentially Elrond's Epiphany. Like, that's it. That's the only thing, and I'm not even saying it's problematic, although it probably might be problematic, but that's the only card that so far has started to annoy me. Hey, Seth, do you think the fun guy from Innistrad will see play maybe in the deck with the 1-drop Tree Folk? Wait, the fun guy? Who's the... Oh, the fun... Gotcha, the fungus. I mean, the fungus, I think in a self-mill deck can be good. I think that's possible. Hey, what's up, Krusty? Hey, thank you, Stone Rain. Yeah, Vampire is second up today, probably. So reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. We just had a non-standard budget Magic, doing some energizing, playing some Teamer Energy budget in Historic. So I know. I couldn't, with the set releasing on Thursday, there was just no way to do like Much Brew and budget Magic and all that in the amount of time, but I got it. So we have an old budget Magic featuring Historic without new cards, but the deck is actually sweet. If you're looking for a new budget deck in Historic, Zach, welcome to the Fishbowl. Ooh, using the goldfish sleeves at pre-release? Awesome. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Otherwise, our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. Dovo VD, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Our sponsor is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. They got Innistrad Midnight up for pre-sale. You can even get a goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Also, bonus stream this week on Wednesday. No S on decks, I don't think. I think just deck should get you there. So bonus stream on Wednesday for Commander Clash. We're doing a Commander Clash live thing with me and Tomer and Vince and Krim, I believe. And Tomer decided we're each going to stream at this time, I believe. So it will be on this channel. So 2 o'clock on Wednesday, Commander Clash playing new Innistrad stuff. I think I'm playing Slogurk, I'm pretty sure. That's one I've been super hyped for. So anyway, so that's coming up on Wednesday. Otherwise, merch page, token, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated. Never required. $2 more gets your message read on stream. Why is it Ren in 782? Does anyone know the answer? Does anyone know the answer to why that's the name of the deck? It's going deep. It's a deep cut reference. It's a reference to the flavor text on Scute Swarm, which this is not the flavor text version. Where's the actual version? Does this even have flavor text? Oh, I can't even see it. How do I see the normal Scute Swarm? Oh, it doesn't even have the, oh, there it is. Survival roll 782. There's always more Scute bugs. So anyway, the deck we're starting off with today, we are Scuting. So the idea of this deck is pretty simple. We are trying to make a bunch of Scute bugs to provide the Scute bugs. Wrenn and 7 is our big payoff. It draws us tons of land. It puts tons of lands into play. Storm the Festival can hit lands. It can hit Wrenn and 7. We have Yasharn to get lands. We have Field Trip and even some lessons in the sideboard, which gets a land. The thing I'm really excited about with this deck, though, is Rite of Harmony. This is a card that's really interesting to me. 2 mana, whenever a creature or enchantment enters the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card. What this means is if we take and get a Scute down and start making land drops and play Rite of Harmony, we can draw a ton of cards, which hopefully finds us more lands that we can put into play with Wrenn and 7 because it put all the lands into play. Maybe let us just like draw through our entire deck in a turn and I guess mill out. But still, we're going to draw a ton of cards with Rite of Harmony. And that's essentially the deck. Scute bugs, Rite of Harmony, Wrenn and 7, Storm the Festival, jam them all together and see what happens. Are we going to deck ourselves? I think there is probably a pretty realistic shot. Wait, I guess I should read this more closely. It's not a May, is it? Does it say May draw a card? Nope. It certainly does not. Biggest surprise card in Innistrad Midnight Hunt so far. I think it might be, is it Wrenn? Can Wrenn be included? Like, I think Wrenn is proving itself to be like the, yeah, I'd love to see your suggestion, Valix. I think Wrenn is proving itself to be one of the best cards in the entire format. I also think that Siphon Soul is a card that I thought was bad and actually seems decent. Otherwise, what else is a surprise? What is your biggest surprise? Ooh, Scute and Wrenn and 7 and around the play. All right, we'll keep this. And we even got the Innkeeper to gain a bunch of life. All right, land go. My surprise was Teferi. It isn't broken. Yeah, Teferi is definitely not broken. I'm curious to try the combo. That'll probably be more of an against odds episode, but I do want to definitely try the combo. I don't think it's going to be broken, but it could be sweet. Purplesaurus Rex, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super over here. Thank you. I seen that Mardu Magecraft deck list last night. For a few games I've played with it, it appears that untapping with Storm, Kiln, and Sedgemoor equals auto win. Yeah, I imagine some pretty busted things happen. If you manage to do both of those, I imagine it is kind of insane. Is Rotten Reunion? So Rotten Reunion's a card that I totally didn't pay attention to other than the art. And then I had someone play it against me today, and it actually looked kind of good if you have enough synergies for it. I have not seen Pop It Stitcher do anything. I really haven't. Green screen. Oh, you're right. It is off. That is fixable. Hang on. Thank you. Hey, we're good. Outland Lip. Oh my god. Well, yeah. I mean, when you got a busted Planeswalker, you play the Blessed Planeswalker. It's so good. It's so good. Wrenn and 7 is so good. Take it up. Get 3 lands and mill a MDFC past the turn. Like, how do you beat this? Oh, this turn is gonna be insane. This turn is going to be insane. Sure, kill it. So we get to untap, play Scute Swarm, and then put all of our lands into play? That seems so insane. Opponent, Reckless Stormweaver, going to go attacking. Uh-oh. Mechadire, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. Yeah, all right, we're going to block. Well, Scute Swarm. Put 2 lands into play. Make some Scutes. Land. Make some Scutes. Okay, we're Scuting. Rogue Razor. Oh, we're off and running. Mechadire, welcome to the Fishbowl. And also Big Kenny. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. Which Planeswalker would you like to see return to standard in the near future? Also, if you... An opponent. Too many Scute bugs. And also, if you were to create a new Planeswalker, what would it be? So return to standard, this is easy. Venser. Venser. Venser is my all-time favorite planeswalker. There is only a single Venser, and I really want more Vensers. Apparently Venser's dead. I don't think that really matters because, like, Elspeth is dead, and then we get more Elspeth. So there's got to be a way around it to get more Vensers, because Venser is a super sweet planeswalker. How's everyone's weekend? Anyone do anything sweet? Sideboarding. That went well. Apparently Scute bugs are good. Brutal Cathar seems good against the day-night deck. And maybe I guess that's all. I mean, bring in a little bit more removal. Maybe go down a Yasharn and a Storm the Festival, something like that. Yeah, Venser is just such a cool card. G-Haze, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Do you think we'll get a black-red Sorin in the next set? I think it's definitely possible that it's black-red Sorin. Or maybe, can we get Mardu Sorin? Joined a startup over the weekend. Ooh, that's exciting. What are you starting up? Ranger Man, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. What planeswalker do you want to most see come back to standard? So many subs today. Thank you so much. And Stone Rain, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription and for the deck list. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to try the combo at some point. It might be more of against odds thing. Like, it was so funny. I did the short about the Teferi combo on the YouTube, which Teferi and Lithiform Engine goes infinite life because you can keep copying the trigger if you have a mana door to untap. If you have Accomplish Alchemist, you make infinite mana. The funniest part is there's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, that's broken. It's broken. Oh no, ban it. And I was like, oh, I mean, it's cool and I'm excited to try it, but I don't know about broken. It's a lot of pieces and those pieces don't really do a whole lot on their own for the most part. Ooh, and more Ingress would be sweet. Creating a new planeswalker mirror effect. If something would happen to your opponent, the opposite happens to you. Wait, so sacrifice becomes create, lose life becomes gain life. That's really interesting. A little convoluted, but the idea is interesting. I think that to me sounds like something they would do. To me, that sounds like something they would do in like a digital only set, like one of those Jumpstart Historic Horizons type sets. The Wander, so Emrakul. You want Emrakul in standard? Benny! What's up, Benny? What have you been playing in standard, Benny? Anything sweet? Actually, we should probably just put a land into play. Pass the turn. Okay, maybe this deck's insane. We just need the Scute. We haven't found a Rite of Harmony yet. That's what we're missing. Opponent combat. Passing. Well, put a land into play. Is Red at 6 going to be a problem? Do you think Red at 6 might actually end up being a bad thing for standard? I hadn't really considered the possibility that Red at 6 just like legitimately broken. Well, that's your shard. Well, this thing has 3. Oh wait, that really has vigilance. Oh, you're right. It does have vigilance. Well, that's slightly better than I thought. So we can put a plains into play. And then Root Grazer. Oh, where's our Rite of Harmony? Where's our Rite of Harmony? Ren won't be problematic. I mean, I think the good news about Ren, well, Ren in 7, I think the good news is it is pretty fair. Like, it's... Oh, opponent's still missing land drops. It is fair. It's not like Nissa where it just kills you immediately, but... Ren, take it up. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Smack ya a smidge. About it. Opponent's done. They're done. They're super done. Yeah, the token is insane. It's so big. How's the day? The day is wonderful. We got new standard. We got sweet cards. I'm having a very nice day. How's your day, Razabruce? I feel like Nissa's way more busted than Ren in 7. Like, way more busted. Aw, opponent. Doesn't want to lose to Ren in 7. We need a Scute. We need to Scute bug our opponent. No, untap. Go to combat. Hit ya. I guess we can just make tokens. I don't know how does our opponent beat a big token? I don't think they do. Ren in 7. Part 2. Ren in 2. Yes, let's make a tree folk. A casual million here. Actually, 8-8, about to be a 9-9. Pass the turn. Long nap! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I think Ren plus Memory Deluge is pretty hard to beat. Yeah, I mean, I think Ren plus pretty much anything is really good. But yeah, I think Memory Deluge. Maybe there'll be some sort of like blue-green control, bank control. Favorite Magic artist. Mine is Seb McKinnon, but I also love Niles Ham. Oh, okay. Oh, opponent's fighting the good fight. They're losing by a lot, but they're trying. I think we win here, right? If we play this and we do this. My favorite current Magic artist is also Seb McKinnon. Although, honorable mention, shout out to the person who did Faithless Looting for the Mystical Archive. Can't forget that. The Mystical Archive Faithless Looting. And I'm not even really kidding. I actually really did like that art, even though everyone else hated it. Also, some older artists. John Avon is pretty amazing artist. Hey, welcome, the Cryptic Command. Good to have ya. Welcome. Charlie Daystrike and Brick Master Flags. Welcome to the... Well, that went well. We didn't draw Ray to Harmony yet. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. It's the best art. It's so good. All right, want to know? Adam Rex. I don't know if I'm familiar with Adam Rex. What did Adam Rex do? What's a card? I have not tried Innistrad Draft yet. How is it? I was talking to Richard about it. We talked about it a little bit on the podcast today because Richard's been playing a lot of Limited. He's kind of like in the middle as far as how awesome the format is. How is the Limited format? It's good. I know they're really consistently making good formats recently. Outside of maybe AFR. Apparently no one liked AFR. What is the best archetype? Is there something you're like specifically trying to force, or is it pretty balanced? Innistrad Draft is a mess. So Richard's opinion, and you can hear more about it on the podcast after the stream. Richard said he felt like it was more bomb focused than some of the past sets, where there were some just kind of like unbeatable bombs. Has that been your experience? Yeah, I mean, if we don't win this one, we'll change the record. We're predicting the future. We're dreaming the 2-0 into existence. Ren is a bomb. I imagine Tovolar's Huntmaster is kind of insane. Lisa, I think, is actually pretty good even in Constructed. I ran into a deck playing it, and I was like, how do you beat this? How do you possibly beat this? I mean, you can kill it, but if you can't kill it, it's so obnoxious to actually beat. Well, land. Go. Opponent. Passes. Well, land on green. Go. If you don't curve out in Midnight Hunt, you die. Yeah, that's the other thing Richard was saying, is there's some pretty aggressive decks. The opponent's deck is similar to ours. There's some pretty aggressive decks where if you stumble on mana, you can just get run over by decay zombies or whatever. Have you tried Curse of Silence in Historic Enchantress? It's hot. I haven't played any Historic since the new set came out. Is 6 mana Coco good? Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see in the near future. I think it's okay. There's upsides to it. Well, all right, Field Trip. Snag a Forest. Like, it is whiffable. It is whiffable, and sometimes you get like 2 lands, but the upside is it can put like 10 power of, or 10 mana value worth of stuff into play, which is insane. I've already gained infinite life multiple times in my standard deck with Bant Storm the Festival. Ooh, let me see, Halfwing. Cordius, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 6th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. You just destroyed me right now with those Scutes. Oh, you were the werewolf player? I apologize. Oh, opponent. I think they punted this. This lets us actually answer the Scute. Wow. Wow, greedy. They could have waited one more turn. I should have sequenced that definitely, but they could have waited one more turn and protected it and made a copy. Oh, opponent. That's not how you Scute. Oh. I haven't seen much control outside of dragons. Every once in a while I run into like Dimir control, but it seems like control is not super popular right now. Opponents continuing to trip. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see how good Storm the Festival is. We got many of them. So our best hits like Scute and Renin 7, probably. Something like that. Opponent, Environmental Sciences, sure. Gets a Science, or uses Sciences, get a Plains. Well, Spinner to win it. Ooh, Rite of Harmony, Rite of Harmony. Okay, so, land on green. Storm the Festival. Well, I mean, that's not bad for 6 mana. That is Yasharn plus Azeka's Chariot plus snag 2 lands. Okay. Okay, that's... I think that was worth it. That was better than most Cocos. Bone it down to 20. And that sets us up to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we can just keep casting these. We can Storm the Festival, into Storm the Festival, into Storm the Festival. Miss per Second Amendment for the 13th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I saw this weekend some clips in one. Ooh, opponent's gonna storm. I saw some stuff from Riot Fest. So jealous. I really want to go to Riot Fest. I really want to go. But oh, they might have beat us. Renin 7 plus Yasharn. That's even a better Storm of the Festival than we hit, I think. I think our Rite of Harmony tech is what's going to win us this game. This Rite of Harmony, when the time comes... Wow, this game's going to get wild. This game is going to be very wild. Oh, no. What if we both get Scutes going? Hey, yeah, Stone Rain. I'd love to see it. I mean, the Dragon deck is pretty control-y. Dragon for the 9th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent, go make a Tree Folk. Sure, sure, sure. And a land. So we probably do need to kill the... Well, Storm the Festival. We probably do need to kill this Ren. Alright. Scute Swarm. Land. Make a Scute. Land. Make some Scutes. Why can't we... Oh, Yasharn, duh. That's why we can't do it. That makes way more sense. Yes, Yasharn won't let us hack the treasure. So, tap all the Scutes. Fire up the Chariot. Go to combat. Attack Ren, attack Ren, attack Ren, attack Ren. More Scutes. More life. Next turn's the turn. Next turn's the turn. We got the Rite of Harmony. Opponent gonna block it. Block. That is acceptable. Ren is going to die. We might actually get to see Rite of Harmony go off. Hey, what's up, Great Destroyer? How are you? I mean, I think Standard's kind of awesome now. Yeah, the bugs are driving the chariot. Standard, I'm very impressed. I think Wizards might have finally fixed it. Opponent, do you have a Wrath? I normally dislike limited, but mid has been... Ooh, oh, that's a little scary. I think we can outscoot it, though, especially with Rite of Harmony. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're gonna draw so many cards. This is gonna be so good. About it. We haven't played any vampires yet. Vampires is our backup deck after we finish scooting our opponent into oblivion. Oh, Epiphanies. Yeah, Epiphany's a one card that I kind of dislike in Standard. I actually think it's... Oh yeah, Standard's been super fun so far. I actually think... We talked about this a little bit before. 9, yeah, we'll take a few million, sure. We talked about this a little bit before. I actually think we just gotta not print... We just gotta stop printing extra turn spells in Standard. I think that's it. You suck at MTG? Oh, well, some people think I suck at MTG, so I'm right there with you, James Hollis. We all suck at MTG sometimes. Magic's a hard game. Opponent, trying to figure out what to snag. Kind of pointless to take a Scute here. Oh, this turn, I am so excited about this turn. I am so excited. Okay, they hit the Yasharn. Sure. All right. Well, let's see if we can have some fun. So, Rite of Harmony. Forest. Yes, give us those triggers. Oh, there's the Wren. How many cards in the deck? Gain the life, make the Scutes. Are we going to mill out? Probably. Is it going to be worth it? Definitely. Okay, we got to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 1 land, 2 land. We have 34 cards in our deck. Oh, you got to help me, chat. My brain cannot comprehend this. If we put the lands into play, do we die? Probably, right? So let's first Skyclave. Get rid of your Yasharn. Draw a card. Wren in 7. We're going to draw more than 3. We're going for it. If we die, we die. Okay, we're only drawing 20. We're only drawing 20. We're good. I might have to turn off auto order triggers. Yes, we did it. We did it. Okay. Sure. Tarmogoyf blows for the 52nd month. 50 months in a row, that is absurd. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super over here. Thank you. Gaining life, making bugs. Drawing cards. Oh, so it is not a May, unfortunately. Yeah, way to shuffle stuff back in would be awesome. I don't know if... there's no Gaia's Blessing in Standard. I don't know if we have a way period in Standard. All right. All right, so we drew our deck. We will not attack this turn. Discard, discard 19. 1, 2. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is not good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, we might want that. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to time out trying to discard. 18, 19. Got him. Yes! Oh, yes. Opponent, what would you like to do now? Yeah, keeping the lands for Ren is not a bad option. Just put them in and make a bunch of Scutes. One green mana, shuffle 3. Yeah, shuffle 3 doesn't really do much. We need shuffle everything. Amiria's call for our opponent. And a land. Sure. I mean, the Scutes get there, though, right? We just have enough attackers. Like, none of this matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the Scutes get the job done. Opponent. Thinking about their inevitable demise. Gonna kill our Ren to send a message on the way out. That is fine. No blocks. Red down. But the bugs are undefeated. Opponent passes. Overgrown farmland. 30 Scute bugs. Yes, yes, yes. Also, 30 life. It's a combo. I mean, we could have just attacked, but where's the fun in just attacking? An opponent! Done! Right of Harmony! Right of Harmony. So, oh, that was only game 1. Oh, okay. That's only game 1. We gotta do it again. I was having so much fun that, having so much fun that I forgot it was only game 1. I mean, the Storm of the Festival was actually pretty good. Rite of Harmony was absurd. How can we make Rite of Harmony better? How can we make, well, if we Harmony first, then we die. We could have went out on our own terms. How can we make Rite of Harmony better? Redain? So Redain would slow down like Renin 7. Storm the Festival we saw from our opponent. That's the question. Like, so we can draw our entire deck, basically. How can we do something with it immediately? Or how can we keep shuffling our library in so we don't, or our graveyard in so we don't die? Because the power is there. The drawing power is there. If we can harness it. Like, we just saw it. We saw the power. Let's get a 1 Root Grazer and 1 Field Trip. Breaking the Brutal Cathars, run it like that. Ashaya makes all Scute lands into infinite triggers. Wait, no, but Ashaya only triggers on non-tokens, right? Otherwise it would have. Crashing Drawbridge. There's no Thassa's Oracle anymore. Ooh, in Historic, that would be sweet. The White Adversary. The White Adversary to pump him would be pretty good. Quandrix, Turn the Earth. What is Turn the Earth? Turn the Earth. Oh, I don't think shuffling 3 in does enough, though. Quandrix Command. I think we're still just going to mill ourselves out. We need like a Gaia's Blessing. We need like, or Elixir of Immortality, like shuffle them all in. I think that would do it. Yeah, we got a Scute. Yeah, I guess that sounds fine. Teferi's, yeah, something to take advantage of the fact we're drawing those cards could also get it done. That would also be sweet. Major Killjoy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll keep. Good enough. Opponent. Sure. Land go. No max hand size would be. I thought about that too, just going into Bant specifically to play Wizards class to have no max hand size. Or we could play Triskaidekaphile. Triskaidekaphile, no max hand size. No max hand size would be good. Is there anything that triggers off you discarding cards on your end of turn? There are things that trigger when you discard a card, but I don't know if... I don't think there are any in Standard at the moment. All right, opponent's got a Skyclave. Sure. No, tap land, go. Trisket Echophile Ren's actually pretty sweet. You might have to come back for against the odds on Wednesday. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Felidary Tree early is pretty frightening. Yeah, let's just Sharn, get our lands. I mean, the only good news is we're getting pretty close to Scuting. And Scutes beat basically anything. Dreadhound deals damage each time a creature goes to the graveyard. Ooh, that is sweet. We haven't played Vampires yet. Vampires is deck 2. We're starting with the Scutes, and then we're Vampiring. So Vampires is still... Ooh, Ren and 7. So Vampires is still coming soon. All right, opponent, gonna make a Tree Folk.
They prepare for war.
Now let's Skyclave. Get rid of Felidary Tree. Land. Florahedron. Next turn, we might be able to double Scute and just start going off. Oh, it might be time. It might be time for the Scute bugs. Rakdos Vampires. I'm still not exactly settled on the build. There's a starter build, but I wanna tune it up more. Considering going party, like Vampire Party Hybrid, I think would be sweet. Oh, opponent. Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. The Scute battle is on. Opponent's got the Ren. We do not, but we have more Scutes, which I guess is something. Opponent gets in, hits us. This game is gonna be ridiculous. Down to 12, temporarily. Scute Swarm. Scute Swarm. Planes. No attacks. Oh no, the bug battles. Could there be something to build around Sedgemoor Witch and Rite of Harmony and join the dance? Ooh, Abzan Tokens? Abzan Tokens does actually sound really cool. That could actually work. I mean, I guess we could play Meathook Massacre in this deck. Meathook Massacre to wipe out all of our own Scutes? That would actually be kind of spicy. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Big Coco. Redane. Scutes. Life. We might be losing this battle. Not looking super good. The difference is our opponent's got the Planeswalker. Opponent. Oh, make some Scutes. Imagine that. Sure. Goes attacking. I don't know if we can keep up. I think we're behind. I mean, our opponents hit the bigger payoffs than we have. Oh, we'll block. Yeah. Stay at 12. Opponent's got the life gain and the Ren and the Redane. And the Root Grazer. Yeah, I don't know how this ends. Oh, well, that's actually kind of good. Innkeeper. You Shard. Get a couple lands. Make some Scutes. I mean, our opponent could probably just make enough Scutes to beat us, though, right? Because they can put extra lands into play, and they have the Storm the Festival. So I think we just get out-Scuted. At least Sharn shuts off their treasure. At least it shuts off our treasure. All right, opponent. Many Scute bugs. Either Tuk Tuk Rebel for a fully upgraded Barbarian class could haste your whole team, but that would mean splashing red. Yeah, most of the cool solutions we've come up with seem to require another color. Yeah, that might be the goal, to get to the token limit. These Storm the Festivals, though. Skyclave. Okay. Gets a single additional token. Opponent gets a land, mills some cards. We need Rite of Harmony. That's what we need. Rite of Harmony to draw a bunch of cards. That's what we need more than anything. That is the solution to the problem. Opponent. Looking at a board full of Scutes. Passing. Land. Now, Azeka's Chariot. Make some cats. Gain some life. Forest. Make some Scutes. Gain some life. Do you remember? I don't know how many of you were playing it this time. Do you remember when Green-White Devotion was a deck in Standard? And there was a finals of a SCG event. There were 2 people playing Green-White Devotion, and both players were at like 500 life, and the board was just completely incomprehensible and just like full of stuff. I don't know who else remembers that. This reminds me a little bit of that. Like there's a little bit of similarities here, I think, to what's happening. Are we dead though? We're probably just dead. Our opponents just outscooted us because they have Ren in 6 and we do not. Like that's the difference. Scutebug's good support, but when it comes down to it, you need the Ren. You need the Ren to make the lands happen. And our opponents just made way more Scutebugs. I think we're literally dead. Yeah, that game was super ridiculous. Those matches were awful. I liked it. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, every Standard match you play for a Standard being like that would probably get miserable, but it was funny to see, and then people figured out how to beat it. Well, we have how many creatures? Oh my god, my brain. 31. And so opponent has, let's say 40. 31, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 39. We have makes a tree folk. We have not nearly as many. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we're not dead. The problem is if we trade all of our Scutebugs, we're just going to keep falling further behind, and we're going to have to trade our Scutebugs. So that's kind of the, what a weird match. And now I kind of want to play Meathook Massacre in this deck. Oh man. We should. Maybe what do you think about splashing into black for Meathook Massacre? I feel like that would be absolutely hilarious. Could you imagine a Meathook Massacre on this board? Like, could you imagine what would happen if you just cast a Meathook Massacre like for 3 mana? I don't even know if that's good or healthy, but it would be ridiculous. Oh, I kind of want to do that now. Are we dead? We're dead, right? All right. On to game 3. Opponent had the Ren. We did not have a Ren, and we never found Rite of Harmony, which I think was the biggest problem. We got the Rite of Harmony, which our opponent doesn't. Rite of Harmony is our tech. I think after this game, we're going to do it. We're just going to try to break everything. We're just going to try to break it. It's been a minute since we've had a stream about breaking Arena, and I think this is a good deck to do it with. I think we Meathook Massacre, add it to this deck. I don't even know what happens. We're just going to break stuff. After this game, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, all right. Sure. We got a Scute. We don't got a Ren, but we got a Scute. We don't have Rite of Harmony either. Yeah, I think that'll be really funny. Meathook is so good in the mirror. Yeah. I mean, it also is just like a finisher, I guess, where we can just blow up our own board to drain our opponent out of the game, which is also kind of good. Well, Innkeeper. Yeah. Opponent. Thinking. We still need a Ren. Plays the land. And Root Grazer. Well, land and let's just Sharn. Get a couple lands. Is there anything else? Okay, so let's say we go into black. Is there anything else we can add that'll just be absolutely hilarious? I saw one of the top tier decks in Standard is Gruul Werewolves. Yeah, werewolves are sweet. They actually are. Oh my goodness, string of letters. Vestral Nox. Let's go with that, with a bunch of numbers in there. Welcome to the fish. Oh, Culling Ritual would be sweet. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Culling Ritual is actually kind of hilarious too. Okay, so maybe our new goal is just to break arena. Maybe that's our new goal for this stream. Winning secondary, most important, breaking arena. So if we ramp here, we get to Scutes next turn. All right, let's do that. Field trip. Forest. Get a reduce to memory. Plains. All right, so next turn we get to start scooting. Okay, what else can we add? If our goal is just to break arena, which is our new goal, what else can we add that'll break arena? Oh, this is gonna. I'm kind of excited about this. This is gonna be spectacular. Lord of the Forsaken. I don't know. How does that synergize with the Scute plan? About it. Yeah, Sharn. Sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's no big accomplishment to break arena. They make it easy on it. Ooh, that's the Wren. Well, Scute Swarm. And gain a life. And a land. And a Scute Swarm. Gain a life. And smack you with your Sharn. We got the Wren this time. We got the... Oh, Coat of Arms would be spectacular. Ancient... Ooh, Ancient Greenhorn could actually be interesting. That would help with the arena breaking. What does Culling Ritual do with the deck? Well, I guess it doesn't do anything. The Scute Swarm copies actually have the same mana value. For some reason, I was thinking the token copies had no mana value, but... Well, Reduce to Memory is a good answer to that. For the time being, though, that's actually a bit of an issue. About it. Goes attacking. We will take it. Down to 18. I'll play the land. Make some Scutes. Wren in 7. Dig it up for lands. Stone Cold Whiff. Oh, that was a straight whiff. That was a straight whiff. That's not good. We didn't even hit a land. Opponent has a Skyclave. Okay, sure. Yes, takes a Yusharn. That's fine. And what you got? What you got, opponent? Yeah, we're definitely adding Meathook Massacre for sure. Bloodline Pretender. That would get pretty big. Yeah, hitting the MDFCs is a little awkward. We still have a lot of real lands, though, too. Opponent, gonna go attacking. Gonna go attacking. Gonna go attacking. Well, we do need Wren to live, so cash in a Scute. Untap. Ooh. All right, well, take up Red. Really? Really? Huh. Well, Scute and... Oh, we don't even need a Scute anymore. Land and Yusharn, I guess. Double whiff. Double whiff. That is actually kind of ridiculous that we missed that many. Ooh, Dina would be sweet with the life gain. You're right. If we have the... Huh. Yeah, if we have Innkeeper going, then Dina would just drain opponents out of the game, like, immediately. If we don't have Innkeeper, though, it wouldn't really do anything. Yeah, that was kind of awkward top of our deck, honestly. We didn't hit Rite of Harmony either, or Storm the Festival. We didn't hit any of our flashback stuff. Well, pass the turn. I guess this means a lot of lands are going to be coming. About it. Untaps. Ooh, Echoing Equation. Opponent's going to Storm the Festival. Yeah. Echoing Equation, what would we want to turn all the Scutes into? Although then the mana would be super not functional if we were trying to have a double blue spell and a double black spell and everything we currently have. Oh, there is no Rakdos Charm, although it would be sweet if there was. Opponent also finds a Wrenn and a Redain. And a Skyclave Apparition. But our opponent doesn't have a Scute. Without a Scute, I'm not sure if any of this matters. Makes a big token. Opponent attacks. Attacks. I'll block with a Scute. Root Grazer. Well, tick up red. There's all the lands. Okay, we hit every land now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. Well, I guess we play the land. Make a few Scutes. We don't have lethal yet, right? We can get rid of this, but I don't think we win yet. I think we gotta wait one more turn. One more turn. Oh, turning them all into Tree Folk would be kind of hilarious. The only problem with Mystic Reflection is our stuff's kind of coming in one at a time. All right, Amiria's Call. No attacks. All right. Well, I mean, we can go token limit next turn, I think. If we just put all these lands into play, we're going to have more Scutes than anyone has ever seen. Oh, about it. Next turn, I think we might have lethal. We do have to reduce to memory the shield. Because right now our Scutes are dealing 0. All right, let's see it, opponent. Storm the Festival. Give us your best shot. Do you have a Shia in this deck? No, a Shia. The problem with a Shia is it only works with non-tokens. So I guess, I mean, it might get some extra triggers when we play a Prosperous Innkeeper or something, but it doesn't work with the other tokens. About it. 20 attackers, 4 defenders. Had you reduced. Opponent, get some stuff. Oh, we're doing it. We're going token limit. We are going token limit. Opponent, not recognizing that we have flyers, I don't think. Oh, this is going to be so good. We might break arena already. Oh, doubling the power of 1/1s doesn't do that much, though. That's the only issue. A 1/1 doubled is still not very big. I think that one's like big trampoline creatures rather than a bunch of 1/1s. It is a sweet card, though. All right, the time has come. So we will play a land. Make some Scutes. Oh, so good. McKenny's Hippie could be fine. I could see McKenny's Stampede. I was playing Commander, cleaned up the board with 80 Scutes. The last player hit me with Massacre Worm for 90 in his last turn. Last spread all around. Yeah, that's why I went and had the Meathook Massacre. Exactly for that. Are we trying to win, or are we trying to break? Or are we trying to break arena here? Well, Ren and 7.
In nature's beauty.
Yes, we will submit 4. Arena, what do you say to this? What do you say to the awesomeness, Arena? Oh, 304. Well, the question is, do we want to kill this shield and attack for lethal, or do we want to flashback storm the festival and try to make more scoots? But I guess we're at the token limit anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Arena's not gonna survive this, is it? I think we broke it. We didn't even add. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Oh, it's gonna give it a go. It's gonna give it a go. So, as it does this 300 times, what's the sweetest deck? I think the limit's 240. So what's the sweetest deck you've played so far in Standard? Because we're gonna be here for a minute, a very long minute. We're gonna be here minute scooting. I can't believe that you didn't do any Azuri Spirits featuring Disturbed, feature Red and 6 because he mills in the waiting room for that brew. Yeah, I wanna do some Disturbed action at some point. I mean, we weren't trying to break Arena, but it just kind of, the opportunity presented itself, so now we are. I'm surprised our opponent's sitting through this, because they're super dead. Wait, are we using timeouts? Why are... Okay. Victor... Okay, now imagine that, but with a Meathook Massacre. Imagine that with a Meathook Massacre added in. Green Black Snow. Yeah, I've gotten got by Blood on the Snow a couple times. Blood on the Snow is actually pretty scary. Oh, imagine that with Meathook Massacre coming down. All right, so we got to add... We're adding Meathook Massacre and Black Man, I guess. Faithful Mending's great. I think Faithful Mending is spectacular. I don't know where it fits in Standard. That's the only downside is I'm not sure exactly where, like, what deck wants it. But I think it is definitely I mean, it's a playable card. I think it's a playable card all the way back to Modern. Oh boy, this mana is going to be fun. All right, so Pathway that adds black mana. Because it is double black. Pathway. Pathway. Maybe that's it. We can go down the creature land. We can go down the Lair of the Hydra. We do need a lot of basics for Yasharn. Maybe Amiria's Call's not necessary in such high numbers. Maybe something like that? And then the Meathook Massacre. Oh, it's going to be so good if it works. Oh, it's going to be so sweet. All right, Meathook Massacres. Add them. Go down. What? Is Field Trip necessary? Do we actually need Field Trip? Maybe we want like a Root Grazer, a Rite of Harmony, a Field Trip, and a Field Trip. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's break Arena. Do you need all 4 Meathooks? Probably not, but I want all 4 Meathooks. Oh, it's going well, No Name. How are you? Oh, that's right. World Tree actually makes a ton of sense. Remind me after this game, and I will try to add a World Tree or two, because that will fix all of our mana eventually. Went to blue with Augmenter Pugilist to turn all my Scutes into Vorinclex. Yeah, Echoing Equation. That does such sweet things. Ew. I don't think we can keep this hand. No lands, many Wrens. Oh, all right, this will keep. We can put the Massacre to the bottom for now. This hand's okay. Not super exciting, but... land go. Is Storm the Festival Meathook Massacre a non-bow, though? Why is it a non-bow? Oh, you mean putting into playoff Storm the Festival? Yeah, but I mean, Storm the Festival has all kinds of non-bows, so I don't think it's a deal breaker. Well, Skyclave, get rid of a pack leader. Can't have our opponent drawing that many cards already. Here, hit you. 19. Echoing Equation is hilarious when turning everything into Ren tokens. That does sound pretty funny. I wonder, is that even funnier than... Is it even funnier than Meathook Massacre? That is the question. What is more hilarious? Well, Azeka's Chariot gains some life. Pass the turn. Opponent. Land. Oh, we need black mana. We need a lot of... Oh, we should play a basic swamp because we can get it with the adventure from the sideboard. Well... Fire up the Chariot. Opponent draws a card. We will block the pack leader. Alright, that's fine. Opponent bumps. You like the opponent's mountains? Yeah, they seem solid enough. Well, field trip. Last Forest. Mascot Exhibition. Land. Innkeeper. What a weird draw. I can't believe that this draw is kind of working. Because we have not drawn any of our good cards. No Scutes, no Massacres, no shenanigans at all, and it's still kind of working-ish. Why Skyclave over Brutal Cathar? There's a couple of Brutal Cathars in the sideboard, but I think Skyclave is just a way more powerful card than Brutal Cathar. Okay. Well, Storm the Festival. Ren in 7 and I guess Floral Hedron. Make a Tree Folk. Land. Pass the turn. I mean, Chariot's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately, Field Trip only gets 4, so it'd be sweet if it didn't. We still have not found black mana. I assume Ren's gonna find it eventually, but... Or Storm the Festival. Like, we will find it eventually. That wasn't even a good draw, and we had our opponent scoop early. Primal Adversary. You don't think Primal Adversary is good? I think Primal Adversary is good. At least not bad. Maybe we bring in Brutal Cathars. If we're only gonna play one field trip, maybe we get rid of some of these lessons from our sideboard, probably. Alright, Brutal Cathar in. And Alright, 2 Brutal Cathars in, run it like that. Skyclave makes tokens, Cathar is different. So okay, so back to Skyclave versus Brutal Cathar. The biggest difference is Skyclave gives back a useless token. Brutal Cathar gives back the creature. And that is a pretty big drawback. Ugh, this hand's not great. And that's a pretty big drawback. So that's the main reason. These effects that actually just give back the thing are generally a lot less powerful than the ones that give back something else. Siege Zombie for permanence. Ooh, Tovolar. All right. Well, go Brutal Cathar. Get rid of Tovolar for now. We're probably going to see the drawback here. Phone it. Reckless Stormseeker. We really need another white source. We're a little mana screwed. Pona hits us. Now tap land. Again. When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar. Ugh. Yeah, we're in serious trouble. I think we're just dead. So it flips, our opponent stuffs flips, land, Arlen on the devastating backside. 5/5 indestructible trample haste. Oh yeah, that's a mistake. Bone it. Attacks. Okay, we need a miracle. We need a miracle. Down to 3. Storm of the Festival. Still mana screwed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're dead. All right, next game. If you could build Selesnya, Scute, or Gruul Werewolves, which deck would you build? What's your goal? I think that's a big question. Is the goal to be as competitive as possible or have the most fun possible? It's so hard to figure out where Standard is at this point because we're so early in the format. They both are decks that I think are sweet at the moment. Well, we got to Scute this game, which is nice. Still, we have not hit a single black source. Maybe we got to change this mana base if we're gonna massacre. I just want to massacre someone. Is that too much to ask? To just do a little massacring? I don't think that's too much to ask. Innkeeper, go. New standard is pretty excellent. Yeah, there were more lessons. There were more learn cards before we made changes. But I think you're right that with the current amount that we have, we should probably take some out of the sideboard. Well, get a forest. Get a mascot exhibition. Pass the turn. Opponent. Well, we'll see. Where's our black mana? Where's the massacre? Werewolves don't seem very competitive. Gruaglo's good. Aggro was good though. I mean, I think werewolves are fine. You don't think they seem very competitive? Interesting. I mean, I do think it's true that whether or not you want some of the underpowered 2-drop werewolves, I think is up for debate. Or if you'd be better off just playing a more generic deck. Well, Yasharn. Grab a couple lands. We found the Massacre, but we don't currently have a way to cast it. Aw. Well, play the land. Pass the turn. Black mana? Black mana, please. Rite of Harmony. We can take a Rite of Harmony. You see the Selesnya Party Human deck. I don't think I have seen that deck. Opponent. Wow, getting frisky. Okay. Kill Pack Leader. Actually, I think we gotta kill this. Because of the pump spell. If we block that, then the pump spell can get us. Alright, Cathartic Pyre, sure. Opponent draws a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, still no black mana. We did add black lands, right? We did add black lands to this deck, I'm pretty sure. Mascot Exhibition, go. Oh, let me see, Daniel. Selesnya Party Humans. Oh, yeah, that looks like a solid party deck. Yeah, Catilda, I think Catilda's pretty powerful. Yeah, I hadn't seen that one. What do you think about the fact that Wizards still hasn't announced the winners of Mr. Beast money? Wait, did they not? I thought there was like a big uproar about that, and they said, oh, don't worry, we're like announcing it shortly or something. Did that not actually happen? Aww. Oh, we got a plan. Ren and 7. Kick it up. Hit a land.
We can foster much growth here.
Florahedron. Still no black mana. None. Opponent flips the dorks. Oh no. Lair of the Hydra. About it. We need the black mana. If we find the black mana, we can do it. Did they actually not announce it though? So they did Wizards did an event, which the whole thing, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with a lot of Wizards marketing. I think they did eventually announce winners, but basically my understanding, my perception of the situation is Wizards block you. My understanding of the situation is Wizards want to do a promo for Arena. So they reached out to Mr. Beast and were like, hey, we will give you so many thousands of dollars. And we're going to do this event where we're going to play Arena and you play Arena. And if people beat you, we'll give those people, I think it was $25,000 of prize money or something. So that was the event. But the event came and went, and we never really heard anything about the prizes, so everyone was a little nervous, like, wait, why are we not hearing about these prizes? And it seemed like Mr. Beast, I'm not even sure if Mr. Beast played, honestly. I mean, I'm assuming he must have to some extent, but it was actually like kind of confusing as to whether he even played because it wasn't really promoted anywhere. I think he responded to like one of Wizards' tweets or something. So the whole event was confusing to say the least. And then a month went by or something, and Wizards didn't announce who the winners were. And then people started complaining about it. And then Wizards finally, I believe, said, oh, we're going to announce it next week. And I think they did announce it the following week or something. But yeah, it was weird. Reckless Stormseeker. Werewolf Pack Leader. About it. Sure, haste it up. This Meathooks Massacre. Wow, they're getting in with a Pack Leader too. Interesting. Alright, draws a card. Well, we will crew. Block. Drop to 21. Well, okay, that's not bad. Oh, we didn't get to Massacre. I mean, we're winning. Oh, we're mythic. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is bad, right? Getting to mythic means arena crashes and everything falls apart. Oh dear. I hope you and your family are great and healthy. I saw and really like your video about infinite mana with Teferi. Thank you, Burrito Robson. Yeah, we got to play that deck at some point. Huh. Yeah, we're mythic gamers. We did it. I didn't even realize we were getting there. Is it still bad? I think hopefully it's fixed now. Although the message that they sent saying it was fixed was a little concerning because I think it said something like, we're hopeful that it's going to take care of the issues. And, you know, hopes and dreams don't always work out in the world of Magic Digital. But we are mythic. Nah, we've been mythic. Several times. Blade Jackal, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What do you think about using Leeching Sliver instead of Lava Belly Sliver? Leeching Sliver. Leeching Sliver is what? When you attack, you drain for 1? I just want to see what this card is. Oh, wait. What is... Oh. Okay, so we're commanders for some reason. Leeching Sliver. When a sliver you control attacks, defending player loses a life. I mean, I think it could be fine. Lava Belly, huh. I like the ETB aspect of Lava Belly, but I mean, I think it's a reasonable option. I don't know if I think it's better than Lava Belly. I think the bigger issue is if you're talking about the 4-color sliver deck we played, black is the one color that we weren't in, so it would mean adding another color of mana. I really want to get someone with Meathook Massacre. I think we gotta get someone with Meathook Massacre before we give up on this deck. I think that's a must. We gotta, at least one time, we gotta Meathooks Massacre. We can get rid of some of these lessons though. We never draw black mana. Never. All right, whatever. Duress, that's fine. All right, Meathooks Massacre. Meathooks Massacre. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. Use Path of the Festival and Binding the Old Gods. Path to the Festival. Path of the Festival is... Wait, what is Path to the Festival? Is that the flashback search for land? That actually does seem reasonable. Maybe we get rid of the Root Grazers? I just want to massacre someone. That's it. That's all. And then we can try vampires. Once we massacre someone, we can try vampires. All right, massacre is going to go to the bottom since we can't cast it. Dablad, go. We got our Rite of Harmony, which is nice. This is my list for technically 5-color slivers, but mainly Naya. Ooh, let me see Blade Jackal. Land. Go. Oh no, we're gonna get Epiphanied, aren't we? I see Snow-Covered Mountain on turn 1. Oh no, we're definitely getting Epiphanied. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Well, I'm glad we made it to Mythic. Because we're about to get Epiphanied. Do you think... This is the one matchup in Standard that annoys me at this point, I think. Going with some first sliver action. That looks sweet, Blade Jackal. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I think Leeching Sliver is fine. Well, tap land. Go. The Stuffy Doll Sliver is actually pretty good. Being able to... It makes it very difficult for your opponent to block. Opponent. Goldspan Dragon. I mean, so I'm of the belief with the extra turn spells that it's not really the extra turn spells' fault. It's like Goldspan Dragon's fault, and Omnad's fault, and Oko's fault, and all of this draw's just not working. And all of the busted stuff that's printed, it's just different than it used to be. It used to be that an extra turn didn't really do all that much, so it was relatively safe. But now extra turns, whoo, they do. I mean, a single extra turn is basically in many cases going to just swing the entire game. We have a new donation, so I think it's more a product of Magic design as a whole than extra turn spells being busted. A Rockalypse $2 donation. So when are you gonna do some historic brawl on stream? Ooh, I don't know. I would say there's probably a chance that we play historic brawl at some point, possibly. Although all right, yeah, sure. Oh, extra turn fell. Extra turn. Fair. Good, clean, fair Magic. Redain in. I guess that's probably our best bet at stopping it. Oh, this isn't even a good Meathook Massacre, but we got to keep some Meathook Massacres because we really want to Meathook Massacre away a bunch of Scutes because it's going to be sweet. Yeah, I kind of like the flashback search for a land spell. That does seem like it'd be good. I've been running into blue-white control in black kill all your stuff duck a lot in standard lately. I haven't played I played against like black decay shenanigans, but I haven't played against I haven't really played against blue-white control hardly at all. Well, this hand's not good, but it does offer black mana. I feel like maybe if we're gonna Meathook Massacre, we gotta just kind of rebuild this deck from the ground up. Perhaps. Get rid of these root grazers. Or maybe it's not even a good... I mean, I don't think it's the most competitive idea to Meathook Massacre. But that's not really what this is about. Well, Pathway. Oh, Pathway's so bad. Well, hit ya. About it. Dragonfire. What do you think of can't be countered extra turn spell that costs 10 mana? That's the other thing I think about extra turn spells. I think so my thinking is the power level of cards in standard are just so high. The extra turn spells, if they are going to be printed, have to be really expensive. I think we need I think that standard extra turn spells should be... Well, this only puts basic lands into play and bounces basic lands, so there isn't really anything to do with its ability at the moment. Yeah, so I think that's the other option, is just make them really expensive. Make them work for them. Because I think that the current cost is just a bit too low for the power level of the other cards in standards. Opponent has a Zot coming. Well... And here it comes. Opponent. Up to 5 mana if they have their land drop. I don't even think this is the best deck in standard necessarily. I just find Elrond's Epiphany the most annoying card in standard personally. But I don't even think it's the best deck per se. Well, Ren in 7. Make a tree folk. Play a land past the turn. About it. Hall of Oracle. Wow. Okay. That's good tech. Cha! Hey, what's up, Bike Biter? How are you? Well, that's game and a half, I think. Opponent hits us for 1 million, gets to draw a card. We draw nothing. Well, this is a scenario where Brutal Cathar would kind of do more than Skyclave. It would actually be able to target this, although... Wow, the ridiculous thing is the +1/+1 counter from Hall of Oracles, which this is the first time I have ever seen Hall of Oracles played in Standard. That +1/+1 counter is keeping the Ismareth out of Meathook Massacre range. What are the chances? What are the chances? Wow, what a hand. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll give this one more try, and then I think we're gonna have to... Skyclave only hits things mana value 4 or less. So we'll give it one more try like this, but then I think we're gonna have to... If we want to try to do it this way, we're going to have to rebuild it. Actually, maybe we just try to change it right now. The flashback ramp spell, I think, seems essential. It also just seems good in the deck. And I don't know about this Grazer. This Grazer does not seem... Grazer seems pretty janky. Path to the Festival over the field trip. And then we can add... a couple of swamps. Maybe something like that. And then our mana should be good. The Grazer doesn't do much unless we're playing a ton of basics anyway, which we're not if we're going to try to go into black. Let's try that. The World Tree. Yeah, we can add a World Tree. I think. I guess that means we got to cut up another pathway. We'll see. We'll add one. We'll add one World Tree. Random MTG noob. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How many lands do we have? Wow, only 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, that's fine. 27's fine. All right, we got to get the Massacre. We got to get the Massacre. That's what this is all for. Yeah, Grazer, if you're playing green-white and can play like 12 basic lands, then I think it's a lot better. I think if we're trying to go 3 colors and can't afford many basic lands, then I think it gets a lot worse. I definitely think that we, just as far as how strong this deck is, I definitely think we have made it a lot worse. But it's going to be worth it if we get to Massacre. Or maybe we played that one like mirror match with Scute Swarm, and maybe we're just completely going way too far trying to embrace that. Hey, what's up, Ketherol? How are you? Let me see Stone Rain. I pulled it up, but I'm not sure I actually looked at it. Ooh, yeah, that looks solid. Good Vampire Curve, some decent removal. I don't know about Power Word Kill. I have found Power Word Kill to be super risky because there's a lot of angels and also dragons running around in Standard. But the Vampire Curve looks sweet. Yeah, I like it, Stone Rain. Now what? Land on black. Go. Yeah, there are a lot of gold spans, and the gold spans make it. The gold spans make it difficult to play Power Word Kill, I think. Well, Path of the Festival's good. Grab a Schwamp. Pass the turn. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Opponent. Ooh, okay. Land. Path of the Festival. We're getting there. This might be the one. Get a Forest. Pass the turn. That's enough lands for Scute. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Opponent passes. Storm the Festival. Land in Innkeeper. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks. Oh, yes. If they added a clause to the extra turn spell that cost 6 when you couldn't attack and could only cast 1 spell on the extra turn, that powered it down enough they could see play but not be broken with a lot of cards in current Standard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, that would definitely power it down a lot. Which I think would be a good thing. Well, tick up Ren and 7. Ooh, there's a Rite of Harmony too. Scute Swarm. Pathway on green. Make a Scute. Hit ya. This might be the time. This might finally be the time. We might be able to massacre him, opponent. Eye Twitch, sure. That's not a Wrath. Land, okay. Vanishing versus Ren and 6, disappointing, but okay. Opponent passes. Okay. Rite of Harmony. Land. Make some Scutes. Draw some cards. Ren and 7. Zero it.
Magic pulses beneath
Make some Scutes draw some cards. Opponent, more Vanishing Verses. That's okay, we got the Massacre. We're setting it up. We're setting up for the Massacre kill. I think we're going to do it. We're also going to draw many cards with this Rite of Harmony. Yes, yes. Almost. Almost time for the Massacre. We draw a bunch more Scutes, a bunch more lands, which is fine. Gain some life. No attack. 10, 11, 12. We're almost there. Discard Skyclave. Discard Azeka's Chariot. We had to discard 7? Alright. Discard. Well, we can discard a land, I guess. And keep Path. Discard 2 lands. Okay. Boom. Something like that. Alright. Alright, alright. We're setting up for the Massacre. We're setting up for the Massacre. Opponent. Bring it. Hits us. Sure. I mean, we should have it next turn, unless our opponent has a Wrath. Opponent. Opponent, 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 opponent. Okay, Blood on the Snow. Alright, we gotta wait one more turn. Scute Swarm. Scute Swarm. Overgrown Farmland. Festival. Make some Scutes. Put that to the bottom. Pass the turn. Alright, we get to try again next turn. About it. Please. Please. We're trying to Wrath. Our opponent doesn't know, but we're trying to Wrath. Like, that's the whole point of this, is we're trying to Wrath our own board. But our opponent doesn't know that. So they keep wrathing us about it. Thinking about eating the path to the festival. Oh, this isn't even that spectacular. Like, it's fine. But I want to do it with like 200 Scutes on the battlefield just to see what'll happen. Maybe the problem is, unless we're in the Scute mirror. Okay, Lolth. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not a Wrath.
You require my
Reach Spider. Oh, we might get to do it. We might get to do it. World Tree. Well, land. Make a few Scutes. It might be happening. It might be happening. Land. Off of Festival. Make a few Scutes. Sure. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Meathook Massacre. X1. Combo? It's a combo? One says nice. It is nice. You are correct, Zoid. Oh! We got it, but we didn't get to see it in all the glory. We wanted to actually see all the triggers, but we'll take it. We'll take it. That's acceptable. I mean, I think, does that count? Does that count? That's got to kind of count at least. It at least halfway counts. Massacre seems okay against our opponent's deck. They're going pretty tokeny too. Duress is probably necessary for the Wrath. Maybe go down Skyclave and a Massacre. Maybe something like that. Rite of Harmony can draw a lot of cards. I mean, that's got to count. That's got to count as a win. What are your thoughts on zombie tokens having cooler animations than Tiamat? You can't try to make sense of Wizards animations on Arena. You can't. You really can't. A quick reminder as we go into this game that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them from over at cardkingdom.com. I mean, it's obviously disappointing, but there isn't a lot of rhyme and reason to how the animation works on Arena that I've found. Like, I don't know, some things that you would think would be really epic don't really have an animation at all. And then other things that don't seem very epic have a pretty epic animation. So I don't know. I feel like they definitely, this isn't even I feel, I guess. They like objectively make less animations now than when they started doing them with like Eldraine or back in the early days of Arena. So we definitely are getting less animations. Huh. Yeah, I guess we Floral Hedron. Play Floral Hedron. Land on black. Hit ya. But yeah. Interesting. Are you doing vampires next? Yeah, probably after this match we'll try vampires. Ugh. Alright. Ugh. Crippled by fear. I never expect the crippling fear. Well, at least we got Ren in 7. Ren in 7. Take it up for lands. Alright, well, we hit 1. Yeah, we'll try vampires next. Y'all want to try vampires? Have you calculated the Innistrad box EV? Oh, I forgot to mention that. The Innistrad EV is now up on the site. I will show you a moment. Ooh, alright. That is good against Scutes, for sure. 1, 2, 3. Well, take it up.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Play a land. Festival. Get a plains. Chariot. To the somewhere. Yeah, whatever, we'll keep it. Yeah, so I'll show you the EV. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll finish this match, talk about EV, and then we'll try vampires. Opponent. Thought seizing our Scutes. Shame. Doesn't care about the Scutes? Okay. Gets rid of the Ren. Alright. Yeah. Opponent's out of cards, though. That's a Scute. That is also a Scute. That's a land to make more Scutes. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Passes. Well, Rite of Harmony. Land. Rite of Harmony is actually kind of good. Draw 4. Rite of Harmony's been impressive. It's actually been impressive. Oh, that's a massacre. That is a massacre. That is a massacre. I mean, I think our opponent might have punted by not attacking and eating the Rite of Harmony. Because this, if a source your opponent control would deal damage to you or a permanent you control. So they had a free attack there. Oh, we got the, I think we just get the combo kill. No attacks. I think we just get to combo kill unless our opponent draws a Wrath. Discard Yasharn. Discard Innkeeper. Keep all the lands. Oh. Come on. No top decks. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Opponent passes. So, land on black. Make a few Scutes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is gonna be good. Ren in 7. 0 it.
Calm the tree blossom and
Make a few more Scutes. Yes. You could Meathook on 0 and 1. The problem is it's legendary. Meathook on 1. So you can't have them both on the battlefield. Combo? Oh, oh, it happened. It happened. Yes. Wait, why is it lagging? Oh, oh, that was so good. Okay, it worked. It worked and it was spectacular. All right. Well, maybe that's actually not bad. Have I ever put a braid in it? I've never braided the beard. Wow. Okay. The man is clunky, but that actually is a pretty sweet plan. And it actually did work pretty successfully. So, all right. What do you think, chat? Do you want to try vampires or keep scooting? What is your, here, let me see if I can, how do I add a poll? How can I add a poll easily? Oh, it seems like everyone wants vampires anyway. I mean, we've already done a lot of scooting. Oh, wait, Scute. Vampires. Scutes. Vampires. All right, where's the, let me see. Let me see if I can put the poll. Because I'm kind of okay with it either way. I'm having fun doing this, but I also am interested in checking out vampires. Why is it so, Why is it so hard to put a poll up? Well, I think vampires is winning. I think vampires. Zombies are strong. Yeah, so vampires and zombies are two tribes where, hey, good game, Fairs. Thanks for letting the triggers go off that last one. People wanted to see I wanted to also see the triggers, so I appreciate you sticking around for that extra second. All right, Rakdos Vampires. Rakdos Vampires. This deck needs another Florian. So Rakdos Vampires is about being aggressive. One thing I'm interested in with this deck is the possibility of being a party vampire deck. I don't know if that'd make it better or worse, but essentially we want to play vampires. Florian is our biggest payoff, gaining us life. We got good removal because we're in black and red. We got Slaughter Specialist to grow. We got Vampire Socialite as a pseudo lord. We got Bloodthirsty Adversary to flash back various removal spells and burn spells. Westgate Regent, Immersed Predator, Zagras in the top end of the curve, and yeah, let's get some vampires. Let's see what happens. I was thinking about making a red-black madness vampire deck in Modern. Not sure what vampires to include outside the core ones. Any advice or tips? So there's some vampires that are very specifically madnessy. There is Falconwrath. Falconwrath something. The one-drop red vampire that gives all your vampires madness. That's really obviously good in a madness deck. The other madness stuff, Fiery Temper, would be good there. As far as just good vampires, it depends on your mana base a little bit. Vampire Nocturnus is very powerful if you're black heavy enough, but if you're not black heavy enough, it is a lot worse. This hand seems fine-ish. We have a curve. It's a little janky and vampiric, but it is a curve. Well, boom. Falconwrath Pit Fighter, go. Opponent. What do you got? Usher of the Fallen. Well, tap land past the turn. You could play Nighthawk. There's a few different options. You could play Nighthawks. You could. I'm curious in trying a party plan with vampires as a sub theme. So there are a bunch of different ways that you can go with vampires. And vampires are the tribe that I don't think it's likely they're going to be top tier right now. We'll see how good they are. But I think that they're a tribe that is likely going to get a lot better in a couple of months when we get the next Innistrad set. That I think is going to be, boy, it's getting stonewalled hard. That is going to be the time for vampires to shine, I think. Hey, what's up, Sir Roberts? Yeah, we're kind of crushing people with Scutes, and now we just switched to try some vampires. My favorite card has got to be Meathook Massacre. Oh, Meathook Massacre is so sweet. That is also one of my favorite cards, so I approve of that choice of favorite card. Well, Immersed Predator. Get in with the Pit Fighter. Hit you to 18 past the turn. See, Zagras, I think, is a powerful card. And there's also the ETB removal vampire. If we manage to play Zagras to give everything Death Touch, then we can turn that into an insane removal spell. I think that might be worth playing some slightly underpowered party vampires. I kind of want to try to build party vampires. I feel like there's potential there. Opponent gets in. Well, we are kind of getting... Huh. Well, I guess we got to do this. Oh, this is painful. Do this. Sack this. Please don't have removal. All right. Well, Inferno Grasp does help. Kill it. Pass the turn. All right, that wow, if we knew that was coming, we wouldn't have blocked that way. Want a double-sided playmat with art from the fun guy from Innistrad. Yeah, that card is pretty sweet. Well, all right. Inferno Grasp off the top, kill it, pass the turn. Trying to hold on this Bloodthirsty Adversary, because if we draw one more land, we can kick it and then flash back another removal spell. Opponent, Blanar. Equip. Oh, Usher the Fallen. Uh-oh. Not looking great. Equips to Usher the Fallen when we draw land. Oh. Yeah, this beats us, though. Blainers for days. Yeah, we're dead. Dead. We kill this, then we die to this. We kill this, we die to this. Wow, maybe equipment can actually kind of work. Yeah, Grow Werewolves is good. You think Infernal Grasp is overhyped? Really? Interesting. What makes you feel like it's overhyped? Killing anything for 2 mana, I think, is pretty strong. And I don't feel like losing. I don't know about Embers from Predator. I feel like Embers from Predator is probably, I don't know. It doesn't feel very good to me in this deck. I feel like it's in the deck just because it's like a vampire, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah, run it back. Awesome, dude! For the 60th month. That is insane. Such a long time. Like, seriously, that's ridiculous. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. All right, this hand I kind of like. We'll see. Yeah, maybe we do a little rebuilding of this deck after this match, because I'm not feeling Immers from Predator. This is a match that was originally from, or a deck that was originally from one of the tournaments over the weekend. But I feel like vampires could be better. Theod Marcel, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like Immers from Predator is a good card for sack decks, but this deck just doesn't have stuff it wants to sacrifice. It wants to be making a big board of vampires. Dwarven Champion. Huh. Well, go to combat, hit ya. Play the land. Florian. Go. Counter from Socialite. All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Florian, I think, is kind of insane. Definitely, like, the best card in the deck. Hey, what's up, Theoden? Theoden Marcel. Good to see ya. Welcome. Oh, our friend Emerson Predator again. So. Oh, this has first strike, too. But yeah, Florian actually is really good, isn't it? Go to combat. Hit ya. Oh, 4 cards deep. Take a play with fire. Kill the Usher of the Fallen. Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, Florian's insane. Florian's so good. So good. An opponent done. Done. All right. That seems fine. Well, apparently the problem is we didn't draw Florian in game 1. that is a TLDR. Yeah, maybe I'll get some inspiration from your list, Stone Rain. Well, I mean, I guess the thing about Bloodthirsty Adversary is just running it out as a 2/2 is fine. It's not super exciting, but it's fine. 2/2 haste. We don't have a Florian. That might be an issue. Florian seems like the card that makes this work. Wow, opponent is all about the equip. Ah, that's a Florian. All right, Socialite. Go. Opponent, land. And. Maul deer. Maul the Skyclave. Hits us for a bunch. I am glad they did not put that on. Oh no. This is bad. This is real bad. Real bad. Play the land. Go to combat. Hit ya. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Yeah, not looking good. How do we beat this? How do we beat a fire? Can we just not beat a Fireblade Charger? Apparently not. Opponent plays a land. Another Fireblade Charger. I mean, we killed the Blade Master to get rid of Double Strike, which is relevant. Okay. Opponent goes attacking. Oh, kill the Blade Master. Kill the Fireblade Charger. Lose the Socialite. I'll play Florian. Pass the turn. Kinda dying. Kinda getting brutalized. Opponent equips. Hits us for 1 billion. Oh, what a draw. All right, so I feel like the person who built this for the Hooglandia Open put some good vampires in here, but I do not think Emberstorm Predator is a card that should be in this deck. Also, we gotta look at the mana base a little bit because 8 enter the battlefield tap creature lands. If that's what this deck is doing, let's look at this deck a little bit closer. So, mana base, 6 creature lands. I guess that's probably okay. What exists? All right, so let's look at vampires. What vampires are actually good, and what vampires are not Emberstorm Predator, which I'm really not sure what the thinking is as far as Emberstorm Predator. Emberstorm Predator is good if you can sacrifice stuff, but if you're not sacrificing stuff, I don't think it's actually good. Ugh, the double strike dude really got us with those equipment. I think Callous Blood Mage is good, but I don't know if it fits. I think it's actually like one of the better vampires in Standard, but I'm not sure if it fits the aggressive theme of this deck. Nighthawk Scavenger seems okay, but there isn't really a way to fill the opponent's graveyard, so I'm not sure how often it's going to be growing. Zagras I like, but I feel like Zagras Predator is good. I don't know if Predator is good unless you have stuff you want to sack. It didn't feel good. It hasn't felt good since we've been playing it. It's kind of just sits out there and then dies. Or you got to sacrifice good things and then it dies in response and you lose. That was our experience with it so far. I mean, it's a good card, but I kind of feel like it's a good card for sacrifice decks. Because what does this deck want to sacrifice? There's really nothing in this deck that we want to sacrifice. We really want to keep everything on the battlefield, so the cost is really high. I think one interesting possibility, you know what? Let's just forget this for now. Like, here's what I was thinking. Let's look at this real quick. So here's what I was thinking. You got Zagras at the top end of the curve. This is what I think for Party Vampire. And then you have Vampire Warrior. There's already naturally good Vampire Warriors. Darkwing Duck, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Warrior. Big super cheer for Art, new subscriber. Vampire Rogue. If you go Vampire Rogue, you get Nighthawk Scavenger. So there's a Rogue to add to the party theme. And then if you go Vampire Cleric, you get Malachar Blood Priest, which actually kind of seems good with our other vampires, because our other vampires care about our opponent losing life. This is going to drain our opponent when it comes into play, so it works naturally with that. Could also play like maybe Adrana. I'm not 100% sold on Drana, but I think that maybe a Null Priest of Oblivion, and then you just go vampires, and we go back to where we were before of filling out our curve with good vampires, and we have Florian somewhere. Florian number 1, I think that's the most important vampire. Then this also gives us Foldarin Ambusher, is a really cute removal spell with Zagras, because if it has Death Touch, it snipes anything. We can still play the Bloodthirsty adversaries potentially, although it gets a little less exciting. And I think that's kind of like an interesting way to build the deck. Maybe we don't even play the adversaries. The adversaries were kind of rotting in our hands. Maybe we don't play adversaries, and then we don't have to worry about having as many spells in our deck. There are no vampire wizards. So the best we're going to do is getting Zagras down to 3 mana, which is still 3 mana, 4/4 flying Death Touch, haste, give everything Death Touch is still pretty solid. Oh, Socialite. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want Socialite. So maybe we don't play the adversaries. This is our vampire curve. And then we just add in, I guess a couple removal spells. And then mana base. I mean, I don't know if this is better or worse, but I think we should at least try it. We might be making it worse overall. So then, Haunted Ridge, Blaze-Step Pathway. I think we do want some creature lands. Shatter Skull Smashing is good. Aghanim's Awakening is good. Den of the Bugbear. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. So something like this. I think this seems reasonable. 24 lands. Except we got to cut a couple for the MDFCs. Like, maybe. Like, maybe we don't need all these. Maybe we can squeeze in a bit more removal. I don't know if we want the shock. Like, we can trim here a little bit. I mean, I guess we don't have to play the Westgate Regents either. Maybe we don't play Westgates. Don't play Westgates and then play with fires. Flunk is very good. I kind of like to play with... I want to come up. I kind of like to play with fire can go face. I think that's an upside. Like, play with fire can go face. This is removal. We'll see how good of removal. Let's try it like this. I mean, I think this could be good. Yeah, Haven is a vampire. I don't know if we want the cost of the mana is the only concern. It would probably mean we'd have to play the pathway and the tap dual land. I mean, I think that Den of the Bugbear and... I think that Den of the Bugbear is good enough. And Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Crippling Fear is especially good in tribal decks. That'll be good against aggro. Inferno is fine. We probably want something that's uncounterable. I mean, I kind of like the idea of this. Whether or not it works out in practice, we'll have to see. Soul Shatter, good against the dragons. We don't have a great Elrond's Epiphany answer, unfortunately. Maybe a Cinderclasm. Well, I guess we got Crippling Fear, so we probably don't need Cinderclasm. Yeah. I mean, I guess Skyclave is also fine. Has anyone tried the Warlock class Scourge of the Skyclave combo? Let's try Party Vampire, see what happens. Someone sent me a deck with that combo, and it's interesting. They're both 7 mana, unfortunately. 4 Zagras to get the max party upside. Wait. But it's the problem is it's legendary. Hey, what's up, Punk? We're messing around with vampires. We try to build a lot of lands. That's a lot of lands. I think we mulligan this. Too many lands. Ooh. All right, Florian. I do like Florian. Well, Florian and Ambusher. See what happens. See what our opponent's doing. We try to build from the tournaments over the weekend. Ooh, Thwart the Grave. Thwart the Grave could be worth considering. And we still have that build. We might try it again. Minus maybe the Immers from Predators. Or maybe we got to give Predator a fairer shot. Maybe we're too hasty. Well, Pit Fighter. Is this Control? Looks like it might be. Well, what do you got about it? What do you got? Wait. What's the matter with the Blood Priest? Ooh. Ooh, look at our tech paying off. Oh no! Look at our reading not paying off. Oh. It only works if you damage your opponent. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely should have read that card. Definitely should have read it. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, you get to snipe something. Unfortunately, our opponent did not lose life. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Opponent takes it. Play the land. This time our opponent did lose life. Snipe the stowaway. Pass the turn. You're actually play them on 2. They're 2-1 vanilla. Wait. Opponent gets in. Wait, what are we talking about? The party vampire? Cryptic Dreams. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Malevolent Hermit and a tap land. And a fake zombie. Well, Florian. Go attacking. This is kind of working. Wow. Wow. Opponent's going to throw their board away. Sure. Throw them all away. Hit ya. Get a backup Pit Fighter. Replay it. Florian's insane. Fake zombie. Not going to stop the onslaught. All right, opponent. The vampires are coming for you. I don't know. Has anyone actually had success with Malevolent Hermit? I feel like this card is a bit overrated. I remember Krim was like super high on it, but I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen it actually be very impressive. Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. All attack. Opponent blocks. Takes a beating. We get to dig a million cards deep. Well, no, so Malakar Blood Priest, when it enters a battlefield, it's always going to drain for 1, right? Because it is a cleric. So, like, worst case is that ETBs drains for 1. Best case is we have additional party stuff and it drains for more. I don't think it's that bad. Really, everyone's in love with the Hermit. And opponent. Oh, party vampires. Party vampires. Also, Seth, you don't play the deck. It's good against you. You play Scute Swarm. Kind of like Glenalendra. Oh, Glenalendra is really good. I mean, like Glenalendra, really? Really? Is it really that good? I know Crim was super high on it. So it's a 2-mana 2/1. Sack it to Mana Leak negate style, and then you flip it around into a flyer. Glenalender just double hard counters though. This counters once. I mean, I guess the upside is it's cheaper to cast. Glenalender is kind of insane though. And you get more shenanigans with it because you can remove the counter and whatnot. But I guess I could kind of see, I see the comparison, even though I don't think it's anywhere near as powerful. I guess if you're playing control mirrors, it's probably pretty good. Yeah, maybe it's just the decks that I normally play aren't exactly hermit decks. All right, do we want to change anything? So opponent's just playing stuff and things. Crippling Fear might be fine. And that was through our punt. Could you imagine if we didn't punt? We would have won by even more, theoretically. Trim and... Huh. No Zagras. Zagras. You know, trim. Right like that. Bring in a couple sweepers. What do you think about Delver? Have you tried any lists? Ooh, they're oh, remind me after this game because I'm gonna have to export the party version of the deck. If you remind me, I will try to update it. Well, this hand's pretty good. All the lands untapped. Curve, Florian, double Florian. All right, Pit Fighter, go. Actually, I was just working on today for a future budget Magic. Just working on a Delver deck actually. So I think Delver, I don't think it's as busted as people remember it being, but I do think that it's probably somewhat better than it's getting credit for. Well, I guess we just wait on that. Let's just, yeah. Round the Blood Priest. Drain ya. Do we get the Lucky Delver flip? No. Opponent. Land on the top. Add. Hermit. Sure. Passes. Crippling Fear. Well, land and Florian. Florian's kind of really strong, isn't it? Psycho Smurf, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Opponent, try to flip the Delver. Magic gods say yes with a consider. Okay. And Chuff Stitch, 30 months. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I mean, if we actually got something like Ponder, whew, then it would actually be super busted. Well, Florian, hit ya. Dig 3 cards deep. For not much. Well, we do need a land. Haunted Ridge. Slaughter Specialist. Falconwrath Pit Fighter. Play with Fire. Grow it. Oh, the vampires. Vampires. I do think Slaughter Specialist has some real potential. I would love to see Unclaimed Territory in Crimson Vow to boost her tribal mana bases. Ooh, you know what I want to see? I want to see Cavern. I want to see Cavern of Souls. With Memory Lapse running around in Historic, I really want to see Cavern. Madness 58 first time sub. Hey, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for interview. An opponent scoops it up. Okay, Party Vampires. Technically 1-0 with Party Vampires. That actually felt solid. So I was thinking Vampires might have to wait until the next set. We do need a Vampire Wizard, I guess. I was thinking we might have to wait till the next set when we got more of them in Crimson Vow, but I mean, I would take Unclaimed Territory too. Do you think that Cavern would be too good? I feel like I mostly want it for I mostly want it for Historic, I think. Or maybe I'd end up regretting it in Historic. I feel like it might be a good thing in Historic. Because in Historic right now, kind of dominated by Control deck. Oh, EV. Yes, EV. So. EV is up on the site. Cannot keep that one. Well, okay. Oh, maybe we'll actually see Zagreus. Risky, but Infernal Grasp to the bottom. So, if you go to mtggoldfish.com, if you go to cards in prices and look at the sets, you'll see down under the most recent sets. It hasn't gone back to the old sets at this point, but you'll see down here sealed product, and it has the expected value. The expected value of Innistrad, and I'll probably do something on it, although honestly it's pretty mediocre. Draft booster, EV's 103, retail price right around 100, so kind of break even. And remember, this is not really considering how much it costs you to sell the cards. You'd have to pay fees, you have to pay shipping potentially. So if you were actually going to sell the cards, it'd be worse than that. Set boosters basically breaking even. Collector boosters actually slightly positive EB, but even there, not great. So the EV of the set is actually surprisingly lacking. Like, it's not good. It's slightly better than Adventures in the Forgotten Realms was, and that was very underpriced. But yeah, the EV, I thought it was going to be better. The other thing that's weird is we don't have box toppers, because we knew they were going to get box toppers. I guess apparently it's going to be for the next set. Well, Menacing hit ya. Land on red. Florian. But yeah, so the EV is not very good. Historic Control could use to be punished a bit. What do you think about this noble creature type? That's one thing I noticed working on the party deck. Is like, why is this a noble? Why is this not just a real creature? Oh, wow, opponent. Off to the fast start, kills our Florian, goes attacking like a jerk, passes. Well, go to combat, attack. Opponent. Oh, and we're missing, we need that Florian. Our game plan was the Florian. Opponent's gonna double block, we kill the Lotus Cobra. Another Socialite. Oh, not looking good for the poor vampires. Did you get a chance to catch the Modern Ghoul Color Harvest combo list I sent with my resub message? Oh, I did not, Sego Smurf. Can you send me the linking? Oh yeah, we're in a bit of trouble. A bit of heap of trouble. All right, game 2. Well, that opponent just played big things. And that's more like I imagine. What might happen with vampires pre Crimson Vow. Did I say it goes attacking like a jerk? I actually don't remember, but sounds like something I might say. Facetiously. Modern Harvest combo. Good old Diamond Lion. So, trying to make a bunch of zombies, give them haste with first day of class, after discarding our hand to Diamond Lion. It's a cute idea. So just aggressively self-mill, Diamond Lion if necessary for mana, first day of class, Ghoul Caller Harvest, hope that we have enough zombies to win. I like the idea, Psycho Smurf. That actually is pretty fun looking. Like, obviously, you gotta hope you dodge the graveyard hate. That would be the blowout. But as far as making Ghoul Caller Harvest work, seems like a pretty good attempt. Plus, Satyr Wayfinder. Anything with Satyr Wayfinder has my interest. I don't know why I love Satyr Wayfinder so much. I just always have. Well, we'll try it. We got removal, which is nice. Gadeem's Awakening, go. Is Burning Hands good enough for the sideboard? So Burning Hands is really good. The only question is, do we need it in this sideboard because we're a black deck, so we have black removal. And black just has lots of hard removal. So I think it is definitely good enough. So it only deals 2. It's definitely good enough in decks that don't have hard removal. Although in a deck that has black removal, it loses a little bit of its appeal. Old growth troll. Well, hit ya. Nighthawk Scavenger. Go. Opponent. Green just has big stuff. Green is gonna be a real deck. Also, Blizzard Brawl, of course. Blizzard Brawl is such a... I mean, is this the best fight spell they've ever made? What is the fight spell tier rankings? I kind of feel like that might arguably be the most powerful they've ever made. Hit ya. Blood Priest. Slaughter Specialist. Oh, we should play the other order. That's actually one of the party tribes. Oops. What's the best instant feeds fight spell? Primal Might is better, but Blizzard Brawl is a close second. I mean, Primal Might is prey upon with the upside of being a pump spell. That's true. As that late game value, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much considered ram through effects the same. If anything, they're upgraded because you don't actually have to fight. Ram through is pretty good. Ugh, Chariot 2? So now we can't get through damage. Yeah, we needed that flyer. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay, so we've learned that Vampires vs. Mono Green does not feel very good. Great Ghoul! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup tier for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ram through is very strong. It's not technically fighting, but close enough. So we're just dead? Like, are we just conceding here? We can't get in with anything. Since we can't get in. So that's one of the issues. Boy, well, I guess we just play Florian. It's very awkward because vampires are very dependent on hitting the opponent. Like, so many of the cards require hitting the opponent. And if we're not being able to damage our opponent, maybe we just got to play more play with fires. Maybe we need those just to... Maybe even the MDFC that deals 1 damage. We haven't drawn any Zagreses. Like, we have Zagres for Death Touch, but we just haven't been good at drawing it. Opponent. Gonna fire Bazika's Chariot and go to town. Yeah, maybe more play with fires. Gets in for a few million. Makes another token. You should play with fire more often. Exactly. Opponent. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we can draw to get out of this. Probably Crippling Fear. All right, so maybe these ambushers are bad. Maybe that's where we're at. Maybe they're just not good. Because we can't actually use them unless we hit our opponent. Dr. Prezerk, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent blocks. Yeah, we're not gonna make you think about it. We're dead. We're dead regardless. We don't need to make them think about it for 20 minutes. Poor opponent. Okay, so how do we get around this downside of? How do we get around this downside of vampires needing us to hit our opponent? I guess more play with fires, maybe. So we saw when we're able to be attacking and hitting our opponent, the deck felt pretty good. On the other hand, when we're not being able to hit our opponent, then the deck really struggles. And that's what we saw there. When we can't damage, none of our other stuff does anything. So we need more ways to be getting in that damage. Less Blood Priest, more Null Priest. Blood Priest deals damage though, and Null Priest doesn't. Like, we need to be dealing damage, not... We need to be able to hit our opponent, because that turns on Florian, that turns on Ambusher, that turns on Vampire Socialite. Like, all of our good cards require us to damage our opponent. Alchemist is a free ping. Alchemist? Wait, Alchemist? What are we talking about? Oh, Thermo Alchemist? Yeah? It's so bad in the deck, though. We just don't really have spells. But yeah, that is something like that is kind of interesting. Vampire Instant. Maybe we just play the Neonate's Rush. So 2 mana, 1 damage to a creature and its controller draw a card. Yeah. Maybe we just play the MDFC. That might be fine. It's probably going to mean cutting some of these creature lands, but honestly, the creature lands have not actually been very impressive. Maybe Spikefield. Let's try that. Because I feel like even just getting in 1 damage is such a big deal for this deck. Hey, what's up, Dad? Doing well. How are you? Null Priest is better. I'm actually not convinced that it is. Like, in a vacuum, I think that Null Priest is better. I mean, the ability to, get to 6 mana and kick it is powerful. So I think in a vacuum, I think it is, but I'm not actually convinced that it's better with what this deck is trying to do. Because we really want to be damaging our opponent for things like Florian, and Null Priest just doesn't turn on Florian in our other synergies the way that Blood Priest does. So I agree that if we didn't care about party synergies and we didn't care about direct damage and whatnot, I definitely agree that Null Priest is just the stronger of the 2 cards. But I think that Blood Priest just offers a lot of synergy that we probably need. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Turbo Elrod's Epiphany. Oh, Elrod's Epiphany. Hooray. How many rares and mythics does a deck have to be considered budget on Arena? So there's not actually a very agreed upon definition of budget on Arena. I tend to try to have it under 15 rares and mythics, although there's like I said, you hear some people think it's 0, some people think it's whatever, 10, some people think it's 15, some people say half of whatever, the average of the, oh boy. Well, I got an idea what that might be. So yeah. So I go with 15, but it's certainly open for debate. What do you think budget is? 4 to 8 rares and 1 to 2 mythics. And I mean, I think it also depends on what your goal is. I think that what budget is for trying to be competitive has got to be different than what budget is if you're just planning on playing casually, like with a friend or something. Because if you're just playing casually with a friend and they are also doing the same thing, then you can get by on very, very few rares and mythics. On the other hand, if you're trying to be like competitive and rank up or whatever, then I think the definition's got to be a little bit different. Auron's Epiphany. I mean, I think this is basically just over. We can't beat Auron's Epiphany, but we'll give it a minute. I mean, budget doesn't really exist on Arena. That's kind of the issue with Arena. It's funny, we actually were talking about this on the podcast today. It's funny because yeah, that's an extra turn. Yeah, I mean, this is sure. The other thing that really drives me crazy, I'm getting off track here, but the other thing that really drives me crazy about Auron's Epiphany is because they decided to give it Foretell, you can't get it with Duress. So all the Thought Seizes and Duresses in the world are just not effective answers, which I've gotten to the point where I'm splashing blue in my mono black zombie decks just so I can have counter spells to have a chance to answer Auron's Epiphany, because the black answers just don't work. Like, I honestly don't even think we bring in Duress in this matchup. It just doesn't do anything. It gets foretold and then it doesn't do anything. Hey, what's up, Monster? How are you? So yeah, so as far as budget on Arena, it's kind of funny because when Arena started, everyone's like, "Whoa, this is awesome! My Archangel's Light costs the same, or my Jace the Mind Sculptor. Let's go with Jace the Mind Sculptor. My Jace the Mind Sculptor costs the same as in Archangel's Light. This is great. The best mythic in the entire game is the same price as the cheapest. But what everyone forgot is that also means that your Archangel's Light costs the same as Jace the Mind Sculptor. So sure, your the best mythics in the game, the handful that are really strong in $100 in paper, the 5 of them that exist or whatever, those get way cheaper. What everyone overlooked is the 15 mythics from the set that are $1 in paper are now cost way more. And the overall impact is, I think, less than positive for most players. And I think the overall impact is less than positive for the game. Hey, CSI, thanks for hanging out. I also think it's less than positive for the game because people can't brew. Like, that's the problem. No one in their right mind would spend their precious wild cards on a Archangel's Light when you can get a Jace the Mind Sculptor for the same price. No, you'd be insane. It would be insanity to do that. Why would you possibly do that? But the end result is, unfortunately, that just leads to the same handful of mythics being played, because everyone knows you got to craft Auron's Epiphany, and then if you don't have the ability to really play anything else, because you don't have the wild cards to play anything else, then you're just stuck with Auron's Epiphany, and you build as many Auron's Epiphany decks as possible, or play the same ones over and over again. I really would love to see them add subscription model would be spectacular. I'd love to see them add a subscription module, a subscription option, but I would also really love to see them add, opponents trying their best to annoy us to death, to see them add something to account for that, some way that players could manage their cards, something. There's got to be something that they could do to make it so players have more ability to play brews. I think a subscription would be Archangel's Light is probably widely considered the worst mythic of all time. Which makes good contrast with Jace, who, I guess until Oko came around, was considered the best of all time. That one pretty good. Do you think the dust system from Hearthstone is good? So I will say, I don't have a ton of experience building constructed decks on Hearthstone. So I think that the dust system from Hearthstone certainly appeals to me on paper. If I look at the dust system in Hearthstone on paper, it seems a lot better than, for me at least, than the current system. At the same time, I don't know. If you talk to someone who's a longtime Hearthstone player, I'm not sure what their feedback would be. So I want to say yes, but with the little asterisk that I haven't built tons of constructed decks on Hearthstone. I built a couple, and it's mostly just been, you know, I pay Battlegrounds a lot, and then have a bunch of rewards, and then I'm just like, oh, I guess I might as well build a constructed deck. And I will say, I guess I played for some arena runs at one point, but I've never really put money into constructed on Hearthstone. And every once in a while, I've just find out that I have enough dust that I can build a constructed deck with. But I guess that's probably also something that happens to limited players on arena. I would assume the same sort of thing takes place. A subscription-based model would be the best. Like, the most impressive model for me is definitely Magic Online, which that's the other hilarious thing. The other hilarious thing about Arena vs. Moto is that before Arena came out, the biggest complaint about Magic Online was that people thought it cost too much. So everyone was really hyped when Arena came out because they thought it was going to be a cheaper way to play Magic. But then right after Arena came out, they also added the loan programs to Magic Online, and those loan programs greatly reduced the cost of playing Magic Online. They made it super cheap. So now you can pay, you know, a relatively small amount of money and play every deck in every format and switch as often as you want. So I was talking to Richard. Hey, what's up, House of Farn? Hey, good to see you. I was talking to Richard about his process, and he said when a new set comes out, basically, I play a bunch of limited on Arena to try to get my constructed cards. I don't really care that much about playing limited. I want to be playing constructed. But a new set comes out, I play a bunch of limited on Arena to try to get my constructed cards. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. And then after I get enough cards to play constructed, I go to Magic Online and use the loan program to build the decks and play some leagues because I don't want to craft a deck on Arena and waste my wild cards because it's so hard to get another deck on Arena. So I draft on Arena to get cards, then I go to Magic Online and test my decks on Magic Online because the economy on Arena is so punishing that if I craft the wrong deck, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just stuck with it forever. So I got to go to Magic Online to test to be able to play the deck on Arena, which is just such a hilarious process. But yeah, that's Richard's technique. All right, how do we do this? I think we Infernal Grasp, Blood Priest, drain you, hit you. Well, Elrond's Epiphany away, my friend, quote unquote friend. Oh, was that Elrond's Epiphany you foretold? Imagine that. Yes, it is true that the loan programs are not run by wizards. That is a good point. It should be. It should be run by wizards. The loan programs are also pretty expensive right now. To rent a modern deck for a year, it costs $1,500 right now. It costs $1,500 to rent a modern deck for a year? My experience has not been that it's anywhere near that expensive. Although, I mean, I think the biggest thing about the loan programs is you can just switch at any time. That's the upside. Like, if you only want one deck, you should probably buy it. You should definitely buy it. But the upside of loan programs is kind of like how we play, where we play through so many different decks. The loan programs allow you to do that. Well, play the Pit Fighter. Play the Blood Priest. Fire a bird. Go attack. This is another Alrund's Epiphany, isn't it? After all this, they're just gonna keep casting Alrund's Epiphanies. Alrund's Epiphany. It's a new Eldraine. Do I think they should ban Alrund's Epiphany? I don't think they should ban anything at this point, no. I do think that Alrund's Epiphany is the most obnoxious card in Standard. And I've already heard people saying that it's going to be banned. But I think the set hasn't even released yet. So I would not advocate for anything being banned yet. Although maybe after this game, as our opponent chains together Alrund's Epiphanies to steal the win, maybe I'll change my opinion in the next... in the next couple of turns here. Opponent attacks with everything, which is a clear sign that they drew a third Alrund's Epiphany in a row. Land. Untapped. Mana. Oh, Cyclone Summoner. Okay. Well, at least it's not an Alrund's Epiphany, I guess. Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter. Blood Priest. I gotta say, I think this has been a pretty good example of the power of Blood Priest. Like, with how this match has been playing out, if we were casting... the kicker one, Null Priest of Oblivion, it would be so much worse here. Like, this drain is really adding up in the face of all these Cyclone Summoners. I mean, what I'm saying, could Alrund's Epiphany be banned? Is it annoying? Sure. Like, I will grant that it's the card that annoys me most. I just don't think that 3 days after a set release is generally the time to start saying things should be banned. I mean, I don't even think this time after Eldraine release, we were saying that Oko should be banned, or that after Zendikar release, well, maybe Zendikar, we recognize Omnath was broken like almost immediately, like during early access day. But I just think it's too, in general, I think it's too early to say things like that. So come back to me in a month. Come back to me in a month and ask me about Alrund's Epiphany, and maybe my answer will be different. But for now, my answer would be, I wouldn't advocate for anything being banned at this point. Zombitica, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Opponent getting in. Oh, Zagras. Okay. Oh, Zagras. 4/4 flying haste. No sneaky reach. It's a Zagras win. That's why you party with the vampires. Zagras. Opponent's at 4. Oh, Zagras. So good. So good. Yeah, that is, I agree that is incredibly nice. Party vampires. That was good. That was really good. Wow. Okay, so should Alrund's Epiphany be banned? We just beat it with janky vampires. Party vampires. Obviously not. If it was really that bad, would Zagras be beating it? Stepped away. How's this deck feel? I really like the idea of party vampires. I mean, we've only played a few games with it. Let me export the list here as well. We've only played a few games with it, but it's felt relatively solid. I think I like the party plan. It's a little weird and janky. It's awkward that there's no vampire wizard. That's the one we're missing for a full party, although it's not like we have full party. It's not like we have full party payoffs anyway. Our party payoff is basically Zagras, so but it felt pretty good so far. All right, deck list is updating. All right, let's do another party vampire game, and then I'm gonna have to go upload the podcast maybe after this game. Maybe we get in one or two more matches, and I gotta go upload the podcast. It's a podcast day. Are you doing Uncle Estevad cosplay for Halloween? Ooh, actually, I'm I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween. I do got to come up with a costume, but I'm going to a non-magic thing. So it has to be a costume that will make some amount of sense to non-magic players. McFly, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a local like concert / Halloween party that I'm gonna go to. I think local-ish. But they do a costume thing. So I need something that is magic-y, but not too over the top for the normies. All right. Kill the Magda. Play the land, pass the turn. Troutmaster Replica. That would actually be kind of sweet. I wonder if they sell those. So like Hans or Uncle Esteban are perfect. And I would totally wear those at like a magic themed holiday party or a Halloween party. The only issue I have is I feel like no one will get it. I feel like no one will understand if I go to this like concert-y place. No one's like, maybe there'll be a random magic player or two, but no one's gonna, I don't think they're generally magic players. So if I go as Hans, no one's gonna appreciate the awesomeness of the costume because no one plays magic, so they don't know who Hans is. Where do you get some index for Fishbowl Thursday? Got a neat mono blue historic dredge deck. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Lavolta. Easiest way is probably just send me an email. Sarahvanolive at mtggoldfish.com. Opponent's passing. Well, play with fire can kill the Ren in 6. Let's Florian. And Shatter Skull Smashing untapped. No attacks. That's a big old tree folk. So yeah, that would be a good option. I don't know if I go with Hans or Uncle Esteban. Uncle Esteban's creepier, but Hans probably fits me even better. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pretty soon. Maybe I'll go as a Walking Dead character. I don't know anything about Walking Dead, but dress as the Fortnite Bear. Yes, new magic character. Fortnite Bear here. Hey, what's up, Wispy? Good to see you. Opponent leveling up their Ranger class. And boy, we killed the Ren in 6 right away, and it still made a 5/5. That's a decent amount of immediate value. Hey, yeah, I'd love to see it, Lloyd. Opponent. Getting in, putting a counter on it. Sure. Well. Kill the Sentinel. Grow the Specialist. I don't feel good about this, but I think we got to do it. Double block. Hopefully not a removal spell, or we just get super wrecked. Opponent. Oh! Wow. Oh, yeah, that is officially just game. Huh. Inscription of Abundance in the main deck. All right. May I recommend dressing like Dwarven Grunt? I'm gonna have to look up what Dwarven Grunt looks like. Oh, that was such a brutal blowout. Okay, I could do that. So beard red, big axe. That's kind of like Uncle Esteban, except a little less serial killery. Uncle Esteban is so creepy. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe maybe Inscription will actually end up seeing play. It didn't really see any play pre-rotation, but pre-rotation was a very different world. So maybe this world it will see play. Yeah. So it seems like vampires struggle with big green things. Those have been, since we've been playing this deck, by far the hardest matchups have just been decks with big green things. We have a hard time fighting through the big green stuff. Like, this is a pretty reasonable curve. Hazard into Slaughter Specialist into Florian? Opponent tap land. Well, Slaughter Specialist. Slaughter Specialist has got to be good somewhere. It's got to be. Opponent. I mean, we have black removal, so we can kill basically anything. Opponent. Treasure. Just bar a Sentinel. Oh, pathway on red. Kill the Sentinel. Go attacking. Hit ya. Blood Priest. Drain ya. All right. Off to a fast start. Finally got a decent Sultai list going, but still gonna have to beat Ren and Felidar. Ooh, what is your Sultai list native for standard? Well, let me see, Lloyd. Madness vampires, eh? Yeah, I wonder what the vampire mechanic's gonna be. I was thinking it was gonna be madness, but with all of this when you deal damage stuff, now I'm kind of wondering if it's not gonna be madness. I'll play Florian. Go attacking. If our opponent wants to throw their entire board in front of Slaughter Specialist, we're kind of okay with that. King Sharks, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Well, we grow it. We dig for deep. Ooh. Huh. Ugh, play with fire. Smashing untapped. Fire the wolf. Grow the Slaughter Specialist. Slaughter Specialist going off. It's going off. Well, we got to cast it this turn, so we can't take anything to store up for next turn. Oh, Chariot. Okay. Well. About it. Passes. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent chumps. It gets a counter. We don't get to draw a card. Pit Fighter. Ugh. And they get to block all day. That's the other issue with the green decks, I think, is it's just hard to get in that damage. Like, we were talking about that earlier. We tried to build this vampire deck with that in mind, but you gotta be hitting for vampires to do anything. If you gotta stay back on defense, vampires just... It falls apart pretty quick for the vampires. Opponent, Ren in 7. Huge token. And now another huge token. Yeah, this combo's pretty reasonable. Pretty good. So 5/5 into 5/5 and yeah, that's looks like game to me. Opponent. We draw a tap land and yeah, I mean, oh, so close. So close and yet so far. Oh, I bet vampires end up being good. Why can we not activate? Oh, only activate if they lost life. Oh my, oh, it's so bad. Oh, we need a lightning bolt. Where's a lightning bolt in standard? Where's a all right, we'll try one more and then I gotta go do the podcast. Yeah, Ren and 6 in Azeka's Chariot. That is That is a lot to keep up with. Well, we need to damage the opponent is a thing. Like, vampires care about the opponent being dealt damage. So right now, vampires, I feel like they got potential. They're just so swingy. The games where you can hit your opponent and snowball them, they're really powerful. But then games like that where your opponent just, well, makes a couple 5/5s and you can't attack anymore, then all of your cards become, like, worse than grizzly bears. They become so bad. It's like, oh, I'm a 3-mana 2/2 that never does anything. I'm a Savannah Lions. Learned a couple days ago that Lightning Bolt is legal in Historic Brawl. It is! They put it in the Strixhaven Mystical Archives, but then banned it in Historic for some reason that no one is quite clear of. Yeah, Historic is interesting. Well, I guess we just play a Blood Breeze, pass the turn. Yeah, I will never understand how they decide what is and isn't good enough for being legal in Historic. I don't think anyone knows. I mean, it kind of breaks down if it's a threat, then it can be the best card in the history of Magic, and it's okay. If it is a answer, oh boy. No chance. I mean, Lightning Bolt Dreadhorde Arcana is probably too strong. Doesn't Lightning Bolt kill Dreadhorde Arcana though and make it less strong? I see what you're saying, but I mean, there's the other side of it too, that Lightning Bolt is actually a good answer to thing. Or like Swords to Plowshares / Path is another one. About it. Passing. All right, we'll kill the Eye Twitch. Opponent gets to learn. We grow the Nighthawk Scavenger. This is a vampire themed deck, a vampire tribal with a party sub theme. Although I feel like it's not bad, but I feel like it's gonna get a lot better once we go one more set deep and get Crimson Vow. Attack. Opponent gonna block. Drops to 17. Makes another treasure. Well, play a Pit Fighter, I guess. Where can we find the Ren list from earlier? So there's this build is before we made changes to it. That was a build we started with, but then we ended up changing stuff to add Meathook Massacre. I can, if you remind me, after this match, but before I go upload the podcast, I will try to export it really quick and send you the link. Elite Spellbinder. Ugh. Offense again stymied. Huh. Maybe this mechanic's just not good for Constructed. That's the other possibility. Maybe this is just not a deck that's supposed to be played in Constructed. And then once we get to Innistrad Midnight Hunt, maybe that has the Constructed vampire mechanic. Like, boy, it's so disappointing. I think what I did not realize is how much vampires were dependent on this if your opponent lies life mechanic. I was thinking, okay, that's gonna be super easy. Like, that's kind of almost, that's nothing, not something to be concerned about. But in practice, that is very much something to be concerned about. You need more 1-drops to keep it active. But I mean, what does that do when our opponent just plays a blocker like they had there? They played Shambling Gas and you know, random 3-drop. Another 1-drop doesn't do anything there, right? Like, another 1-drop doesn't get through that and allow us to keep dealing damage, I don't think. You need something that causes constant loss of life. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, there needs to be... If the vampires were constantly turned on, I think they would be pretty impressive. Because the games where they've been constantly turned on have been very impressive. What about that, oh, what is the enchantment? That people... Roiling Vortex. When does that trigger? Does Roiling Vortex trigger... It triggers on our opponent's upkeep, so it doesn't do anything during our turn. Yeah, each player's upkeep, it damages them. Alright, so that actually doesn't work. Huh. Well, schwamp, goo. Yeah, that's what we need. Something like that. We need something that just damages your opponent each turn on your turn. Damage each player on their upkeep or something. That would be ideal. I don't know what it is. There's got to be something. Yeah, Spawn of Mayhem. That would be it is very similar to Spectacle, I guess. Except this is just on-off. A lot of the Spectacle stuff was like, oh, you get a discount or something. This is like nothing or something based on it. Yeah, maybe we'll have to look into Spectacle. Cavalcade, Thermal Alchemist. Yeah. Thermal Alchemist, maybe that's the best option. It does technically let you ping every turn. It's just so awkward in a deck that wants to be mostly creatures and Vampires wants to be mostly creatures, so it doesn't have many spells to untap it, and it's not a vampire, but technically it can ping each turn. Rowan could be interesting. I have a hard time imagining that Thermal Alchemist is worth it. Maybe I'm wrong and it is, but I am skeptical that it is actually worth it. Now, play the land on red. Play with Fire a Spider.
I will
Kill Lolf. And, well, I guess you play another Socialite. Not triggered, unfortunately. Pass the turn. Raid Bombardment kind of fits the bill. Yeah, I mean, Raid Bombardment still, if your opponent plays blockers, I mean, I guess you can just slam your creatures into the blockers and have them die to trigger it, but ideally it would be something that is repeatable and doesn't make your stuff die, I think. All right, there's the Massacre. I think vampires have potential, though. It's gonna take some work to try to figure out how to make them do what we want them to do. But I think that we will have a vampire deck eventually. Light Up the Night. Yeah, I mean, we have stuff like Play with Fire. Light Up the Night could be okay in addition to Play with Fire. Opponent. More removal. See, like, this is where you really just want to be able to activate this. So I guess we have to... Oh, this is so awkward, but... Play with Fire your face. So we gotta cast the burn spell. So we can sack this? I think I just underestimated how easy it would be to turn it on. I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be super easy. Maybe, what about Meathook Massacre? Maybe there's a way to do it with, like, Meathook Massacre and sacrifice effects. That could be possible. This is consistent drain. Well, play Blood Priest. Drain you. That turns on Florian. Only one card deep, so we gotta hit a land, ideally. Florian. Well, Slaughter Specialist. Not gonna be able to cast a past turn. Alright, I'm gonna draw some cards. Yeah, Meathooks Massacre. We were playing Meathooks Massacre earlier before we tried vampires. Roiling Vortex only triggers on... Ugh, that's not good for us. Roiling Vortex triggers on each player's upkeep, though. We need something that damages our opponent on our turn, because that's when like Florian triggers. That's when Vampire Socialite will most easily trigger. So we need it. That's when we can cast Voldaren Ambusher. So yeah, something like that, but something that damages our opponent on our turn, I think, is what we need. Opponent. Ooh, check for traps. Okay. I like that idea. Check for traps over duress. Yeah, this one's... We're not even going to get... I was thinking maybe we could get a steal with Tybalt, but I don't think we're going to get there. Opponent passes. We draw land. Attack you. Opponent takes it. Well, I guess we... Voldaren Ambusher and I Twitch, and you let you get a lesson. Opponent. The other thing to keep in mind is I think it's got to be relatively cheap, because we also need to be able to play the vampires. Ugh. So if it's... Yeah, fair enough. So if it's too expensive, that also doesn't really do it. Something like Shrine of Infinite Rage or the Shrine of Stonefangs, whatever the black one was. Yeah, I definitely plan on... Oh, Stormfist Crusader would be great. Something like that. Something like that would be... Oh, like the... yeah. The stuff that turned on Spectacle, anything like that, I think. And here's my guess. Here's my guess with vampires. My guess is we're not really supposed to play them yet. My guess is all of this stuff that we're talking about, well, this is the other version. My guess is all the stuff that we're talking about right now and being like, how do you turn this on? How do you deal this damage? My guess is once we get to the next set and we get Crimson Vow, then it's going to be like, oh, here's all these cards that turn on vampires and make the tribe work. So I feel like they probably were just we're just a little bit premature with the vampire egg. So why don't we learn about our decks today before I go and upload the podcast, and then we'll find someone to raid. Also, here's the Ren Meathooks Massacre deck for whoever asked for it. So what do we learn about these decks? We learned that Scute kind of insane. Ren in 7 is absolutely insane. It's going to be one of the best cards in Standard. It is ridiculous. We learned that Standard's sweet. We played what? We played a lot of matches today. And how often did we play against that Alrund's Epiphany deck that no one likes? Twice, maybe? So Standard is in a really healthy, really fun, really awesome place. Vampires... I had fun with the deck. I think we're about 50-50 win percentage. It's close. It's close. That next set comes and we get the repeatable damage to turn this stuff on, get a few more vampires, then we're talking about a really sweet deck. As it is, you can play like Rakdos mid-range and probably, I don't know, maybe you just don't try to turn it on. This other version of vampires, like you got Florian, I don't know. I guess they're still trying to turn it on to some extent, but maybe you're just like, okay, this is a Savannah Lions a huge percentage of the time, or it's a 2/2 for 2 with Menace. Maybe we get some value out of it. Maybe we just got to expect it not to be super consistent yet, but Reaper's Talisman. Reaper's Talisman. When a crypt creature attacks, it gains Death Touch on a turn. When it attacks alone, defending player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. That's actually intriguing. Only 1 mana to cast, 2 to equip. I could actually see that. I could see an argument for playing that one. Interesting. Thank you for the suggestion, Halfwing. That is a pretty interesting suggestion. On that note, everyone, I gotta go upload the podcast. It's podcast day, so the podcast will be up shortly over on mtggoldfish.com and on the YouTube channel and on the website, but reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find the old streams. Normal YouTube, check out the Energy Budget Magic, check out the podcast. On Wednesday, we get a sweet against that, so we're heading to Standard to play some Jake, so tons of stuff coming up on the YouTube. Also, we are doing a bonus stream this week. On Wednesday, doing a Commander stream. Good news is I will be streaming it here, along with over on Tomer's YouTube channel. So, Commander, playing the new cards, Innistrad Midnight Hunt on Wednesday. One more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. If you need some magic cards, you can get them by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one, they'll hook you up. Most importantly, thank you to each and every one of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome and spectacular. And guess what? We will be back 21 hours from now, 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, playing more new standard, having more fun, checking out all these new decks. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Y'all are so awesome. Have an amazing night, and hopefully see you tomorrow to have some more standard fun with Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So until then, have a great night, everyone, and see you tomorrow.